The world always changes. But one thing is still the same. Even the strongest pass through Oz Gate. So when you fight with honor. Because cowards die forgotten. And we make the world. On the other side.
It's not a matter of if. When will you pass through?
Saluting today, huh?
Hello!
Hello! What to talk about?
Shadows of Archonia 2,
right now.
our weekly Worlds Without Number live stream campaign. My name is Steve Boshier, and I will be your game master for the evening.
Shirt up, shirt up.
And I'm Alan, and I'm tasked with the task to close jaws of oblivion. Shut the jaws of oblivion. And but I took the time off to come here and play this instead, which is within your turn.
Hello, I'm Yuri playing Captain Sully One Eye. So honored to play with my dear friend Alan.
Super excited to be here rather than close
Yes, yes. And I am Max, also very happy that Alan has paused his obsession with Oblivion. I am playing, well, currently, I guess, Corinthian Briar, but also
Here we go.
Lorian, aka Annenbeck III.
And I'm Matt, and I'm playing Asarius Trupain, the wizard.
The blue guy.
And fuck it.
And I'm Steve, and I'm playing 3 versions of Joshua, 1 version of Alan, 1 version of myself,
Andy? Well,
and 1 of Matt.
technically, if we come across Fetch.
Yes. Well, anyway, I see Joshua in the YouTube chat and Misery in the Twitch chat. Thanks
Yo.
for being here, guys. Appreciate you.
Hi.
And anyone else who's watching without commenting, we appreciate you as well.
But also comment so we know you're here and we can say hi.
Right. Right.
Love.
Or if you're
Give me
watching
a
in the
shout out.
future, leave a comment under the YouTube video. That's cool too.
We'll thumbs it up.
Thumbs up.
Maybe a laugh, you know, who knows? We'll get crazy sometimes. We'll even respond to you.
Or not.
I think we need a channel goal where if we hit it, Steve does the whole episode shirtless. I like that idea.
But, like, nipple tape, so we...
It's behind the...
No,
Oh, I see. Okay.
the screen is high enough where you can't.
Yeah,
see
just be shoulders.
Yeah, just shoulders.
so in a way, it could seem like he's completely naked.
You'll never know.
You'll never know. You'll never know right now.
Now we...
I actually don't have legs.
Yeah, he's patless.
Legless. No, he has no legs at all.
What is this whole entire channel about, Steve?
He's a quaddy.
The Shadows of Archonia, if you don't know. That's the name of our channel. And we do tabletop role-playing games, such as the one we are playing now, Worlds Without Number, and Stars Without Number, and Cities Without Number, all sort of mixed together in a big stew. what we're doing.
Dudes without number.
Yeah, this is where we do ongoing campaigns. And on Monday nights, we have a whole other show called Tales from the Backlog, where we do shorter stories, 1 to 3 sessions usually, in all sorts of different games. We learn a new system at least once a month over there. And let's see, right now we're in EZD6, which is not new to us, but we're 2 sessions into a 3-session story in Classic Fantasy EZD6, which I am running. And then the following week will be a one-shot in Wasted World EZD6, which Mia will be running. And yeah, we got an interesting couple of guys entertaining themselves separately in our 2 chats. Misery's talking about how Matt is a horny toad, and Joshua's plugging the DMC.
I was bringing up the stream just to respond to Misery and say, I'm not a horny toad, I'm a horny fox.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so speaking of the Discord, if you want to talk to us or talk about us, people who know us, you can join our Discord. There's a link below the video right now, regardless of which platform you're watching on. Next week, I'm going to have a button here that I can press to drop links into the chats automatically for that. But I don't have it yet because I just got this Stream Deck 30 seconds before the stream went on.
Quite literally.
Yeah. I left between the pregame and the stream to go pick it up off the porch. The loop deck got bricked by an update from Logitech.
On purpose.
Predatory.
On purpose.
Update.
Predatory.
Yeah.
No better than an iPhone.
No better than an iPhone.
Well, iPhone never bricked the iPhones. They just made them get worse and worse and worse.
So it's
Anyway,
light
Logitech's worse.
predatory.
Anyway.
On our Patreon, so we can buy more Stream Decks, more microphones, more camera, more lights. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/Shadows of Archonia. Every little bit helps. Yeah. At this time, the majority of patrons are also cast members of either this show or the Monday show. So, we'd love to have some, viewers. We have a couple. We had a couple. Then one of them became a cast member.
Yeah.
Has Misery played yet?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
He joined us on Monday.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'll check it out, Misery.
Oh, I missed this Monday session.
Yeah. That was session 2 of our EZD6 thing. Anyway, back to this game. You guys have just defeated... Okay. You personally have just defeated a handful of Destiny-infected Archons. The council members defeated the other 300.
Whoa.
To be fair, Throck did.
Yeah.
To be fair, we could have done it. They just hogged them.
They hogged them.
Yeah.
Lousy Throck, with his infinite strength,
Universal.
multiversal,
Avatar
avatar of might.
Don't mess with him.
I feel inclined to mess with him.
So you guys continue to exist on the planet Malek,
Just keep handing him things to bend.
Yeah.
Can you bend
which,
it? Sorry, continue.
the planet Malek, which probably the council lives on because it doesn't matter if Throck breaks it. They're all here with you. Now, a few hundred of the Archons have been healed. You guys spent a few hours doing that. Your March Without End is going to wear off soon, but it doesn't matter because Abraxiel still got his dome up.
And I have my dome up if it matters.
Yes. It'll matter if Abraxiel goes down for some reason. And we ended last week's session by checking in with Corinthian Briar,
Yes.
who we learned, due to a series of incredible rolls by Max. What's the new one? Is that double sixes?
He's cheating.
That's double sixes. Once again.
He's for real. I saw it. It happened.
Okay. So what's the total then? Is it 19?
No, it was what was the highest roll? I don't want to do the math again.
You got 19 last week.
Yes, 19 again.
Okay. So another 19. So because of your incredible rolls, you were able to cure the people that you infected in Linnermere and get the official government of Linnermere on your side. So they have protected you from arrest at least once, And now you're now we're done checking in with Corinthian for now. We're going back to the main party, and I want to know what you guys are doing now.
Well, I think we already decided where we're going to go next, right?
I'm not sure that you did. It
We have a
was
destination. We learned of a new destination to go to, but we don't know where it is exactly.
No,
almost
'cause-
certainly the planet Archonia. But where on the planet are you going to?
no, I thought we decided to go to the temple to face Ovid.
We don't know where the temple is.
Right.
But yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you decided to try and figure out where the temple is and go there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
'cause-
just do like a S pattern over the whole planet until we find it. Sure.
Well, I think I said earlier that if we just talk to Daiv again, he might tell us where that temple is. Because he's literally the entire planet.
Well, he's a continent.
Yeah.
Does no one here have access to like a god or somebody that knows where the temple might be?
Oh, wait. No, I got this.
Yeah?
I'm gonna
You can draw a picture?
no, I'm gonna look into the future and see with all the patterns.
Just start picking a direction.
Well, no. If we're literally, if we're thinking
No,
about,
if we're committing to this, we'll find it eventually. We'll just see how long it takes.
I think I'm going to take a nap.
I'm sorry, real quick. I like how both chats have said you cheated on your dice roll.
Yeah. What? Misery says they're weighted dice. Joshua says they're charmed.
Yeah.
Yes, Hallie does that.
Look for runes on the table.
I just roll well. I'm sorry.
You have just as much of a chance to get snake eyes as you do double sixes, and you get way more double sixes.
You saw the roll.
I know, I'm just giving you a hard time.
But no, I can see.
Right. Well, in terms of speeding things up, I might be able to do it with the radiant blood.
Wait, can we just not ask Abraxiel? Isn't he like right there?
Well,
But
He won't tell us.
I don't want to talk to him, but you guys can.
He's got too much chaos.
God, I'm a deeper voice now.
Hey, Braxy,
what's
where?
up, son of mine?
oh, I don't know if that's the relationship we have, but hello. Sorry. I'm sorry. That threw me. My whole dad dying was
Right, so you need a new one.
okay. All right. No.
Is he married to your mother?
I figured
Could be.
No, Abe, I don't
You could be your stepdad.
think.
Humans like it when you say shit like that, right?
No, not at all.
I don't-
Not at all.
Didn't you used to be human?
Abe, no.
I really don't like this guy.
Abe, I have access to this spell called Radiant Blood. I was wondering if that was a possibility for finding this temple for Arvin.
The temple where Alvin could be in. Yeah.
A temple on Archonia?
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Is there another temple somewhere?
Sorry, I wouldn't have called her Arvin. I would have called her
the sister.
the Nawa.
She's the goddess of death everywhere.
Right.
Well-
Would this spell help us to identify where that location might be in?
Keep in mind that we are trying to find somebody who does not want to be found right now since Destiny controls her.
Yeah. But she doesn't know that yet because we are all the way over here.
But we got to beat the shit out of Destiny out of her, so
Yeah.
we got to find her.
What I'm saying
Yeah, high
is,
five.
she's not going to be hanging out in her temples willy-nilly.
No.
Oh, you don't know?
No.
Said no.
I thought you have infinite knowledge.
And what do you mean by no?
You asked me if the spell Radiant Blood will help you find a temple. I said no.
Well, her. Would it help her? Would it help us find her?
The spell
Yes.
tracks blood,
Correct.
specific family line. It can track a person if you have the blood of one of their relatives.
Do we have
It has
the
nothing to do with finding buildings or sites.
Well, presumably she's in there. What I'm assuming, but
The goddess of death lives in a building.
I don't know. Her aspect, just her in general, is. Never mind.
Is there a well here? Maybe we could piss in it and pray to her and see where she's at.
I mean, I can draw a map
Apparently
if
that's
you
the
want.
thing, yes.
Do you know where it is?
I'm not sure which one you're looking for, but I know where all the temples were.
Oh, that's not going to help us.
There's, what do you think, Rod? There's like 8,000 of them.
I'm able to detect the location through a reflective surface through casting forth the inner eye. If there's a specific thing about this location that we know.
There was a particularly mysterious temple to the east of Lowlight,
Which we were
the Great
searching
Sea, west of. You're right.
East of Diove.
That one seemed to be a lot older than the rest. Like the current ones are more modern and built for worship specifically, whereas this one I believe was built way back when. Possibly a carryover from the previous generation or previous world. I don't know. It's the one I was looking for at the very beginning of this journey.
Correct.
The temple you speak of must be the Temple of the Well.
No way. It's not really called that, Eddie says.
Well, the language has changed a few hundred times, but essentially that's how it translates. It's on the site that more or less correlates to the location of an old village called Olmsted in the previous iteration of the universe.
Olmsted.
All right. Temple of the Well. I've got
This is a nerdy callback for those people that have been around for a long time.
Episode 1. Well, I guess that could be a great place to start, right?
right, but do we know that location? Do you know that? Do I know that location?
Never been.
None of you know that location.
Do you know the location?
Yes.
I take out the map.
All right. He's going to show you.
We've all but severed her connection to the Archons at this point.
Well, the
No,
ones
no.
the ones that are here.
The ones that are
There's
here, that's
many
right.
that are not here.
That's true. Okay. So there's still a reason to go see her.
No, dude, it's 100% the reason.
Well, if we're also-
because her being, she's like the most powerful one.
Real quick. Is Fetch around?
Around what?
Oven?
They usually don't spend all their time together. Sometimes they do spend all their time together.
Okay. I'm mostly asking for no personal reason. I'm just curious about if Fetch is infected as well. And if not, what has she been doing about it? I suppose you might not be keeping close tabs on her.
Well, we check in with all the major deities as often as we can without pissing them off. It seems to be the case that the gods, by and large, were not aware that destiny existed until Eddie Bones told his goddess. And now she's called a council, which they attended.
Do none of them have any kind of divination or something to figure this stuff out?
Why was I not invited?
Yeah.
We've been through this a lot.
I know.
Major plot points.
I know.
Divination can't find it.
Yeah.
And why was I not
2 million
invited to
years,
this
nobody
council?
found it. What's that?
Why was I not invited to this council?
You were, but something must have interfered with your invitation.
That's me.
Oh, you.
Also, the whole thing about you already knew, and also the whole thing about Nakashi was trying to keep it on the down low.
Well, I just want to be included in this godhood thing.
Wonder if the old Lauren was this inclusive,
Inclusive?
like wanting to be a part of everything.
Well, yeah, he did keep showing up.
Don't paint me as that.
Wait, was he needy?
I don't really understand people from this multiverse very well. My species, which doesn't exist anymore, is descended from interlopers from the far realm. It's a long story, but I don't understand your society, any of them.
Truth be told, I don't think we understand it either.
Right. So, your temple.
Map, yes.
Here's your Gray Sea.
Okay.
There's Kalen Law. That's where some elves live.
Oh, your people.
There's Corliss. That's under the ocean. There's Quirk. You've been there. And
Lovely place.
Braille. That's
Quirky
where the
people.
snake men live.
men.
There's a centaur tribe there.
Centaurs.
You want to
Ooh,
go
maybe we could write
there.
We absolutely need some centaurs on this ship.
There. You mind zooming out a little bit?
Where is
okay.
there?
Oh, it's on Dave.
Like right on his butt. Good.
Well, Dave's kind of under it. A lot of the land and mountains and stuff has built up on top of him.
Wow, that
Like-
is.
Ulcers
Fuck.
or tumors?
Which way is Dave? Which side's his head? Because that could either be his butt or his like.
I was thinking his head was
His
up
head
there.
is this thing down here.
Oh,
yeah,
so that is his butt.
Definitely a sphincter. Yeah.
No. His butt's kind of up here. You're going here.
That.
His stomach.
So belly button. Okay, so we have a
Okay.
location.
Do we have a name for this temple?
The Temple of the Well.
This
yeah.
has taken
Homestead.
so many months, but we're finally doing the thing that we wanted to in the first place, that we
Yep.
hired you to just help us do.
Now imagine if we just went to that temple straight off.
Can you believe my intentions for going there originally was to see if it had any clues to my body's whereabouts and had nothing to do with our journey at all?
Yours was to find the body?
My body, yeah.
I didn't actually know that.
No one did.
Wait a minute.
I couldn't tell you guys.
This-
You thought I was a fox at first.
Wait, is your body still
Kinda
like?
mix the fox.
Is your body still out there, or like? What?
No, this is it. This is my body. We found it. We're done now. We're
Oh.
good. We're good.
Copy.
Yeah.
Well, you did have copies, though, right?
I do have some copies laying around.
That's what I thought you were looking for.
Yeah.
Was a copy.
Are you still trying to look for those, or no?
I don't need them now. I'm good.
All right.
Well,
I was gonna say I could find it for you, but
Eddie says, with your dream walk ability, can you take us right to the temple, you think?
No.
why are we
How does it
going to
work?
the temple? Why not go back to Lowlight?
Because we have to do the temple first.
Why the temple first?
Because
There is a literal war happening with the dragons
I know that,
at Lowlight.
But if you let me explain, because when people die, they visit her, right?
That is the idea, I suppose. Yes.
So, do you want a destiny-infected sister mailing with the dead?
Mind. Very happy. That's
Well-
actually very good. Very well said.
So I think taking care of that is the most urgent thing as possible.
Right.
Oh, I can finally have that. Hold on. Think about it. I can finally have the army of the dead, and then I could show up, just kicking ass at Lowlight.
Dead people have treasures, right? Tombs?
Oh yeah,
We promised this in the first go.
Yes.
yeah. How many gold was it?
Oh, there's never a number. It's just a mysterious treasure.
Whatever is there.
Yeah, I suppose.
Listen, some of my best friends are dead. I like the zombies.
Because of you, now I have a little touch of them.
Anyway, I have another thing to admit.
Yeah.
I have no idea if there's actually a treasure there. I was just saying that.
What?
There.
It's a.
I knew it. I
What?
knew you were
Well-
just scamming us.
It's a tomb.
What a con artist.
It's a tomb. Tombs always have treasure.
Yeah, I figured they'd have something.
Treasures of zombies?
Well, usually they're there protecting something. But
Maybe. Or it could just be a tomb.
yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah. Well, yeah. How
Shall.
close can you take us to the
One
temple?
moment. This is Rod. Asarius, if I can speak to you privately for just a moment.
I guess we'll stand over there.
how
with
long of a
thumbs
moment?
up our ass.
He's gonna pull you aside if you'll let him.
Yeah. How secret is this conference? Should I just mute everything around us, or?
No, I've got it.
Okay.
You mentioned looking for one of the copies of your body.
Yes.
There was one that we became aware of towards the end of the Third Age.
Okay.
You had tucked it into a pocket dimension.
Which has proven to be very difficult to find when all your landmarks have completely changed.
Well, there was a black gate to that dimension. And the interdimensional nature of its energies attracted an infestation of, well, mind flayers. This is how we found it. We were eradicating them, and the Shadow Chaos Deathstorm went down there. They were nearly killed by the mind flayers, but long story short, it is in Olmsted.
Oh.
Your body, or one of your spares, is accessed from the very temple you are about to visit.
Which is why I wanted to go there originally, yes.
Right, but had you gone there originally, you likely would have been executed immediately, since it's a place of power for Oven.
Is she still mad at me?
Doesn't matter. Destiny controls her.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't know that at the time.
From what I recall, what your friends told me anyway, the time that you all met her, she seemed willing to release you from your curse, but of course, in her language, that would mean to kill you.
Yeah, and it was her that sent the assassin, right? Technically. Destiny and her.
Technically, it was her.
Yeah.
We think it was Destiny controlling her.
Makes sense.
Point is, there may be complications, but you should be aware if you get close to it, weird stuff may happen.
My body.
Yes.
Well, I don't necessarily need it at this moment. I maybe just make sure it's safe for later.
Fair enough. Also, Abraxiel discovered something about the pocket dimension that it is in
Okay.
that may be of interest. We haven't been able to investigate.
All right.
Apparently, the pocket dimension with your body in stasis also contains countless human corpses. And more are arriving on a regular basis through means unknown.
It's a deep cut.
Is Alvin dumping like dead people there?
We don't know.
All right, we'll investigate.
If it wasn't for Abe, we wouldn't know even that. He's got some kind of line on corpses.
Creepy.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my army.
It's all the same guy.
He's been working hard.
He's having a really bad, really long day.
So
I can't even.
out of character, we all know what it is, but in character, none of our characters.
None of our
know what it is.
characters.
No, it's from 100 Years Black, episode 3, I think.
Yeah, don't spoil it. They'll have to just go watch it.
Yeah, just go watch 2 and 3 are one thing.
I'm so excited.
But are we ready to go?
I'm
get
ready.
there?
Yes.
Well, let's we're using your dream walk. Let's try to get there as close as we can.
Well, we're going to the moon, are we not?
Why the moon?
To be with the ship.
Is the ship waiting for us on the moon?
Yeah, that's what you arranged. She was
Okay.
taking you at the moon.
After that,
then it's the moon, yeah.
after that, we were planning for Linamere.
And we just discussed this.
Right. I'm just saying we'll need to talk to them about. Oh, we could just let them know to go to Linamere and meet them after that.
The ship?
Yes.
How will you?
But we need the ship to get to the temple.
Oh.
So we're going to use the ship to go to the temple first, then go to Lowlight after.
I suppose. All right.
Hold on a moment. What about the dragons? Do you want us to handle the dragons?
Can you?
I have a personal. No. I have a personal vendetta against this.
Can you stall them?
Well, with Throck around stalling's not really. We either kill them or we don't.
Don't.
I look at you. We have the potential to take care of all the dragons right now.
Yes,
Why-
I have
why?
the potential to just wipe them out myself.
All of them? Yourself? With what?
With you.
With me?
With all of you.
I know, but we have Throck as an asset. Why not use him?
I don't like dragons.
Oh,
Yeah.
trust me. At this point, I don't like it either.
Throck could throw them to the moon. Couldn't you, Throck?
Yeah, but why not through it?
I want to plunge my own blade through the heart of Arceus.
Okay, we'll save that one for you then.
But so the dragons are not as weak as most other things. Aren't your friends by the dragons now?
That they are, yes.
Okay.
We can save that one for you, but the rest we can have Throck take care of it.
Unless we take care of the dragons and then go to the temple. But
But I'm afraid that Alvin might do something with dragons
Or the Archons.
or the Archons.
Fair enough. We can go to the temple, and then we can go to the lowlights. I thought the whole plan was already in motion for the dragons to be
what I think
confused.
Well, you know already because you looked in on Eric last week. You know that the plan
that's
has been
right.
partially successful.
Yeah.
You started with 5 dragons. The 2, Corinthian and Eddie spoke to one of the dragons when you were still on Archonia. So that took care of one. He just left. The elves did their thing with the giant's treasure, and they were able to eliminate another dragon that way.
Oh yes.
It is sleeping, and the 3 remaining dragons don't know where it is, so they can't wake him up. But there are still 3.
Okay. But we know that one of them was supposed to go over the mountains to get blasted by the
gnomes.
gnomes. One of them was supposed to go to Mock and friends.
Indominus Island.
Yeah, and then the other one, Arceus, we're assuming is probably still gonna stay at low light. Okay, so I feel like we can handle that. Fair enough. To the temple?
Yes. Well, to the moon first.
Sorry, to the moon, yes.
Yeah, all right. So you guys are going to
The moon.
the moon.
Archonia.
Anything in particular you want to roleplay during the 8 hours as ghosts?
Not really.
Just lots of backflips. And weightlifting. That's great.
I want to see how my dad's doing.
Oh, well, he's right here. You have a lot more of an interesting life than I imagined for you.
It wasn't always this way. I met this interesting cast of characters. I would have to say they all turned out to be let's say a god and a king. And then one was a wizard, one was a cute fox, and now he's this blue hunk of a man or
Right,
beast or whatever he is. And then another one was a very hairy creature every moon
And now-
night.
Clogged and
So
drains.
that thing that looks like the sun is actually a star. And we're just a lot closer to it.
I don't get all of that yet, quite frankly.
And then like one of the stars is actually the sun.
That's what they tell me. But there's a lot of magic in this world. It could just be.
And we're in the sky right now.
It's pretty amazing.
Like I've been going along, but I don't know that I really get it.
That's why we make shit up.
Good idea.
And we drink lots of rum.
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about that.
I've not
tried
been
to talk
drinking
to
all
you.
that much at
Tried to
all.
talk to you that you couldn't even remember what happened after we went out that night on the ice planet.
You're telling me you never went out to party one evening and just get blackout drunk and
Well, I've blacked out most of the past 20 years.
that's true. I
That wasn't
missed most
really
of those
my
20
fault.
years.
Yeah,
Maybe
I was kind of kidnapped by orcs.
I could not have been helped, but it sure didn't help me growing up either, because I just thought you and Mom just totally drifted away to sea one night.
Look, we both have enormous trauma. Let's not compare. The point is, I'm back.
It's not about the size of your trauma. It's how you use it.
With great trauma comes great responsibility.
You're standing right there.
We're all in ghostly form. Listening to
Sound
the
travels
drum.
a bit more in ghost form.
Yeah.
Can, Can I talk to Grace real quick?
Yeah.
Just checking on her, how she's doing.
I mean, I've been better. I felt pretty useless in that fight.
Which one?
The one with the gods or archons or whatever they were.
It was cool, wasn't it, though?
You looked pretty cool. I was like, pew, pew.
Well, how are you feeling on this next part of the journey? Because we're going to have to go to this temple. You want to go there?
Yeah, I gotta go there, don't I? I mean, what else am I gonna do? Live in the woods?
Well, yeah, that's another thing I wanted to discuss with you real quick. When this is all over, and we take care of the dragons, take care of low light, what's the plan?
For what?
Like, for after? Like, what are you gonna pursue another venture into the Navy, even though you've been exiled? Are you wanna live with me in the mountains, maybe? Do some hunting?
You're gonna go to the mountains?
Yeah, I got a place. You know of it.
I didn't know you still had that place.
It's still there. I hope it's still there. But
So, you want me to just go to the mountains with you?
well, I want you to go to the mountains with me so then we can finish that thing we had planned.
The cat girl thing?
No. No, the marriage thing. I take out the ring.
She's gonna pull out a pistol, slap you in the head with it. What took you so fucking long?
Yeah, so I put on mine.
Four ghosts? Or ghosts?
No, this is before. But yeah, I got the day planned for when we take care of the dragons.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's do that then.
Yes. And I would like everyone to be there, if that's okay.
Like everyone?
Well, everyone that we've met so far.
These guys?
Yeah, them too. It's gonna be a great.
Guy?
It's gonna be a great portrait when the artists are done with it.
Any artist looks at that squid man, they're gonna throw up.
One of our friends will cast something to make it so that they don't throw.
Have your girlfriend goddess show up and do the portrait.
Yeah. Okay. I love you, by the way.
I love you.
I better be best captain.
Kiss!
Oh no, I should officiate.
You can only
You
officiate.
son of a bitch! I'm just about to say it.
You can only officiate if we're on your ship.
Well,
Done.
It could be on the ship.
well, yeah. Can we choose a wedding planner?
A wedding planner?
Yeah, I think I know the perfect person.
Okay, who? You wanna plan our wedding?
Yeah, lots of rum,
Yeah.
Sounds good.
biscuits,
Ooh.
trifles and snifles.
She's gonna do great. So yeah. Until then, make sure none of us die.
I'll do my best.
One last thing I want to bring up. I know this fight with Oven might be very difficult. I need a moment with her like we had with the Archons. I need to access the connection at some point. So
So we gotta hold her down.
you're gonna have to hold down a goddess.
Wait.
The goddess, basically.
Wait. Is my technique not gonna work on her?
I don't know. Never tried.
Because what I did to her is basically what I did to you. What I'm hoping to do to her.
I'm not trying to cure her yet. No, you definitely cure her. I need to access the connection. She holds valuable information. A back window, possibly a back way into Destiny.
Oh, but
Back door.
I can't cure her yet until you look at that.
Yes, so we have to fight her, then somehow buy me enough time to access their connection, hack it, get the information I need, and then we can fix it.
Oh yeah.
I can do like a spiritual chain of some sort to keep her from leaving, from moving.
She might like that too.
A couple of things I just want to remind you guys are still ongoing. First of all, Inari is still here with you,
Right.
and you're taking them with you.
Yep.
There was talk of trying to find Canis.
Yeah.
also, you had seen something weird with Zaylen.
Oh yeah.
And what was the third thing?
The magical chains around the world, is that one?
Well, the shackles, but you guys solved that one. It was Daave who created.
Daave.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And he can take it away later.
Yeah, he can take it away if he is inclined to.
Yeah.
But there was also a suggestion. That was the third thing. There was a suggestion that the people who are caught in Evergreen might be the worshippers that Anari needs.
That's right. That's right.
And they're in the server.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still think Oven is the most
pressing.
cast.
Yes, it has been suggested, though not proven, that Oven being her apotheosis to godhood, it may be what brought Destiny to consciousness in the first place. And Asarius, with Anari's help, I think, found that Oven's head was the hub bridging the humanoid infected and the Archon infected.
You gotta chop off her head?
I one piece of information I need to figure out is how she got infected.
That is, I think, already known.
Human.
Yeah, when she was human.
Well, she's a Shadarkai, which in her age were a race of people descended from humans.
Yeah.
Essentially, her whole species came into existence after you started spreading the infection.
So it could be very likely that
For the same reason Throck and Zaylen were infected, and it hasn't been consequential, but Daro also. You learned that all 4 of the founders were born infected.
So one other lower question that I'm not sure if we asked or not. Gods and goddesses are always gods and goddesses. They just either remember or they don't.
Correct.
Was Oven
I think Oven was a special case, right?
a special case?
So yeah, this is something that I think your group hasn't learned, but if you wanted to ask the council about it, they do know.
I am asking, yes.
Yeah. Gods can create other gods. So they can take a mortal. They can take a mortal and promote them, which is what happens in both Fetch and Oven.
Wow.
Yeah. Reese Krabon did it to Fetch. Fetch did it to Oven. Right before she died, actually, because there needed to be a goddess of death to hold it down. And
Interesting.
they mention that there are others that this has been done to, but they won't go into detail.
Roger.
But in general, once a god is created, they're a god forever. And it can't be removed.
That's unfortunate. Oh, did I say that out loud? Well, yes, there is something to say about getting Anari some followers and power before we go to Oven, but
The gnomes.
the timing might not work out.
I don't think it would work out, specifically if we're returning to for returning to Archonia as soon as we are, and then I feel like all hell would break loose. I don't know if we'll have time for the followers just yet.
We have basically 3 to 4 potential destinations to go to right now, and we all feel that Oven is the most pressing,
Well,
except you.
I'm convinced, but you know,
I think it will be a very powerful asset.
I agree with you. It's just
And
where
it
my
is
heart lies.
possible that defeating Oven defeats Destiny, right? Because it won't remove Destiny from everyone, but if she is the reason he's sentient, taking her out might make him just a
Regardless,
stuff
she's a very powerful piece.
I never imagined that defeating her would defeat him, but I did imagine that it would give us a very vital backdoor connection.
Yeah.
It could do that.
Destiny's
Well,
back door.
however, whichever place you go first, there's a big fight waiting for you at the other place.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because you've got 3 dragons, maybe 4 if they wake up their friend,
Yeah.
or a goddess.
So we're going straight to the temple because we haven't rested at all in like 36 hours.
Well, I assume we can rest during these 8 hours.
No.
No, yeah.
Well, yeah, the thing also, don't forget, you're at a system strain.
Yeah. I feel absolutely just. I don't even know how to,
We
how
can
to
rest
say it. I
on-
feel absolutely insane.
We could rest on the moon.
It feels like, well, no sleep, nothing
Well-
has really fucked something up inside of me.
I don't really like this
Bugging
planet.
you.
It's not very hospitable, but I don't think the moon is much better either. So
No.
I suggest we take a day here to heal up.
A day.
Grace says maybe the safest place to rest would be on the ship.
That's
Go to the moon,
I-
get on the ship, and just sort of fly off into space. for a
I
while.
think so
Yeah.
too.
We have
That'll be
to
the
try.
hardest.
Because flying from the moon will be safe. Yeah.
Yeah, but actually for me, with March Without End, I heal lost hit points and lose accumulated system strain normally at morning as if I was well rested. So it's only you guys have to
You
take
can,
weeks
you can
to
do
heal
that
up.
once, but
Yeah.
accruing system strain normally is once per night, 1
Yeah.
point per night. So how many do you need to get back to full? Your Constitution score.
12.
You can't even
Well-
afford to lose anymore.
Yeah, he's at 0. So
Yeah. He can't stay up
12
any longer.
nights of sleep will get him back to full.
Wow. Well, it's like an 8-day journey, so from
Yeah.
the moon. No, it's not an 8-day.
From
like a
the
1
moon
day.
down back to the planet, it's hours.
Yeah, damn.
We could just coast along, rest there, or maybe even be on the moon for a day, I suppose. It's not the most ideal for what I want, but we need the rest.
Yeah. Well, we don't have. Sorry.
You okay? What just happened?
I got something in my throat.
Let's go back.
I guess we could just rest on the ship.
Let's just go back to the ship.
All right. So moon time.
Moon time.
Time.
Moon power.
If on the ship during the 8 hours that were ghosts, I find Eddie. Hey, are we okay? I just feel like,
This is during the time when we were ghosts.
yeah, just feel like things have been maybe a little tense between us.
Yeah, a little bit. But again, I think it's kind of depends what the situation that we're in sometimes. But I think
You and I have very similar drives. I feel we're very passionate about the things that we feel need to happen. And because of that, there's a lot of conflict between us normally. I want you to understand where I'm coming from. I truly adore your mind and where it is. I get so stuck on the things that are wrong in this life, in our own lives. And I truly just want to save it. I hope you know that if it comes down to it and whatever is happening to one of us, should it be death or some death, blow, I will absolutely step in. I will always do that for you. No matter our conflicts, no matter what happens, I love all of you. Despite our differences. And that being said, if we do make it out of here alive, I would like to officiate your wedding.
Damn it! How dare you?
You're not there. You're talking to Sal.
You're hearing this in the dream.
No, you're talking to Sal.
I have seen how she has changed you, and I have seen just that beautiful connection between the two of you that I truly didn't think you had it in you when we first met. Just the dirty, homeless guy from who I first met outside of that bar.
yeah, it has been a great, crazy couple of months.
been long. I feel like it's been longer than that. But either way.
Officiate is like best man, right?
No, it means he's the one doing the wedding, like the priest.
Oh.
A god is asking to perform your wedding.
Yeah. Yeah. We have come a long way. When I first met you in that town and we saw Sally kill that guy, I wasn't quite sure where we were
My
gonna
one
go.
good roll.
I was an asshole.
I honestly thought of you as some kind of spoiled royalty. And
Did a shit job at hiding that.
And I thought to myself, this man can never lead a country or even a couple of people. But now you've proven that wrong to me. I see that you can lead not just a country, maybe an entire following of people.
Ooh, scary thoughts.
But yes, I would love that if you could officiate the wedding. But only if you promise me one thing. That after it's all said and done, you and me will have a drink at my cabin.
You have a cabin?
Yeah, hunting
Since
cabin.
when? Why haven't we gone to this?
I'm kind of saving it for the end.
We can just build you a place at Lowlight.
I like a private place.
We have mountains. It's called Lowlight for a reason.
He already has a place.
And I have a place there.
You know what? I'm going to build you as resorts at Lowlight.
Maybe I don't want a lot of people coming to see me. At all.
No one will see you. I'll see you.
But for now,
It's for selfish reasons. I want you close by. I can't bear the thought of all of us separating.
well, I'll discuss that with Grace when that time comes.
All right. Just think of it like of a vacation.
Sure. But for now, after the wedding, we'll have a drink at my camp. You gotta make sure to be there.
I'll be there, and if not this version of me, some other reincarnation, you'll find another asshole kid, trust me.
I'm quite sure.
So am I. Weirdly enough, so am I.
Thank you.
Let me hold it.
Good work, boys.
Yeah.
You arrive at the moon. I assume probably at that installation where Grieve was stationed. The Wayfarer is waiting outside for you. Grieve aboard. Some of the crew is in the station taking shore leave, as it were. Green Gertie.
Green Gertie, report. What's the status?
So you teleported off the ship and told us to come to the moon, and we came to the moon, and that's all.
How's the crew? How's the stores?
Well, they've been in space. Nothing happened.
No new pirate ships or...
No new pirate ships. Apparently, we shot the only pirate in this
sector.
system. It's hard to say. The ship talks now. Greybeard is vague on some things, and he's really mad all the time. Also, Grieve is still aboard, I think. Nobody ever knows where he is because you can't see him. But other than those two things, it was pretty normal.
I'm glad to hear that because we had a pretty wild time.
What happened to you guys?
Well, what didn't happen? Eddie got engaged to Grace. We fought a whole bunch of Archons on this other planet.
Fought the Archons? I thought you were going to save the Archon.
Yeah.
Long story.
Yeah, about that.
Saving them.
That was a save. Well, apparently us going to Nebulon was a bit of a brouhaha in that Destiny got released and the destiny basically infected them through Corinthian Briar's eye. And
What?
yeah, long story, but they've been de-infected.
Did you tell her that we went back in time? Ish. Green fucking Gertie. Oh, it's been so good to see you, Iron Bugger. Well, the ship's not on fire, so congrats.
Thanks. Yeah, you know, I've been sailing a long time.
I want the writings of Green Gertie's misadventures.
Like, what the fuck?
Oh, hi. I'm sorry, Shupain, by the way.
I thought you were a fox.
He fixed me. Apparently, this was here the whole time.
No pants, huh?
I got dressed since then. But no,
whole time he's
they
been-
are like robes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Truthfully, though, I would rather be naked. It's just, it's not weird when you're a fox, but when you're like this, you have to have clothes on. Also, I keep hitting
you
my
don't
head on it.
have to.
That's true.
Maybe want to.
I think he has to.
I do have like a room. It'd be fine with me if you're naked in there.
Oh!
Are you hitting on me?
I mean, I don't like to put names to things.
Gertie, we have to go fight some dragons.
Even before
What
that,
better time?
I am gonna go to my
Oh yeah.
huts and
Not my
I'm gonna
dragon.
go to sleep.
Oh yeah, that's true. I actually have to sleep for 12 days straight.
Yes,
so
you're
I'll,
so tired.
so I'll see you
So
guys
good
later.
to see you. Have a good night.
I tell Grace to watch me and make sure I don't go anywhere when I'm sleeping.
Now I'm gonna sleep too. Probably not as long as you. You look wiped.
Yeah, I've been keeping a good face about it, but don't be offended if I sleep for like the next 12 days straight.
You literally look like you're like 12 years older right now.
I think
so-
if you sleep straight through, which is probably impossible,
Yeah.
if you were to do it, you might get your system strained back in 6 days.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
Yeah, as soon as I also lay down, I'm out.
So, Captain, did you want me to sail into space or what?
Yeah, I want to adjust the crew because we have a little slight detour. Not going to go fight dragons right away.
Oh, good. I was hoping someone
We're
would
going to
say
fight a
that.
goddess instead.
Oh, fuck.
I love her.
Oh,
The misadventures of Green Gertie.
Yeah, honestly.
This whole story should just be from her perspective.
anyone remember when we were pirates? Pirates who didn't pirate?
I'm asleep.
I know. Well, you know, we got that letter of marque from Annenbeck the Third, and now we're privateers in his private service. So,
Right. But he's not the recognized king of Lowlight anymore.
you know, it might be literary fiction, even though I can't read, but it's still something we can hold on to.
Frame it.
That's good.
It's how you
Okay.
tell the story.
So, like, towards the planet, away from the planet.
Yeah, I bring out the map and I'm like, this is where we're going. So it's a new place.
Okay.
Make sure it takes 8 hours or more.
It's a bit west of Quirk.
All right.
But seeing that we're on the moon, I figure we could just fly over it in space and then drop down.
Okay, but you want it to take 12 days?
I don't know that we have 12 days, but do we? Do we have how much are
I mean, you guys tell me what is the most important ticking clock.
how much stores do we have in the ship?
They've been able to restock from the station here on the moon.
Here's what
Right.
I'd like to put into this decision. Destiny knows what we're up to an extent, and has verbally told us that he has to accelerate his plans.
Yeah.
Time is definitely ticking.
Do we have enough time for everyone to recover from their system strain?
My
Mainly Eddie Bones right here.
my power to stop people that are higher what points than me has to relate to my system strain, but I can use bear the name just for one.
Well, in this case, we only need one.
Yeah, so I don't technically need to get full strength back.
We should get at least one back.
So maybe I can get at least 3 days or 4 days.
Well, I'll point this out to you. You have bearer of the name, and it relates to your
Time.
time bend, also your biopsionics.
That's true.
You could. It's only once per session, so that'd be it for tonight. But you could use it to just give yourself full system strain right now.
Can I use bear the name to modify my system strain for when? Well, I wonder if I can use bear the name to alter the way my body spends or produces system strain.
So the effects of bearer of the name can't last for more than a scene.
I see.
If you were to do it to refill your system strain, that would be fine. If you're going to do it to alter your maximum system strain, that wears off at the end of the scene.
Or do what you did last time, where you put all of the power on
Alright.
them.
Well, we're not gonna fight off in the same session. Maybe.
Really?
If we're going straight there, we're going straight there.
No!
Well, just in case, I'll use bear the name to give myself back full system strain,
Okay.
but also, can I give myself a little bit more to my max just for kicks?
You can, but it's going to wear off at the end of this scene.
Which is as soon as we stop talking.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, fine. then
There's no point to it.
just to save time and make sure Destiny doesn't have enough time to do anything crazy. Yeah, I'll spend my bear the name for this session.
Yeah, we are still getting a night of sleep, because
Yeah.
I do also need to rest up to make sure I have enough power to continue forward.
So I'm gonna use it. Yeah. Does anybody else need to refill system strain?
I think we spend a night at the moon, like we set at least, and
Spend a night at the moon and then head down.
For what?
All right. So.
Yes.
All right.
Like it.
Okay.
All right. Then I'm good. After that one night.
All right. So you guys rest up at the moon. Eddie restores his system strain using bearer of the name, and you get back on the ship, fly towards that one part of that one continent previously indicated.
Can I sleep with Green Gertie, but just cuddles?
Yes, but she'll be disappointed. But better than nothing.
Man, the misadventures of Green Gertie.
well, you know, Green Gertie just got out of a relationship with teacher. Her heart's probably a little sore, so
Dude,
she needs some comfort.
sex with a robot, then sex with a devil man. Come on.
She's
We
a
didn't do
sailor.
anything.
A horny
They just
toad,
cuddle.
according
It's
to
canon.
Yeah, just cuddle.
No, I just
That's not what the fans say.
listen. I have needs. I was a fox for so long, all the cuddles and pets, and now I get nothing. All right, I have needs. Okay.
Yeah, your usual needs will come back over time.
Yes.
For right now, you still got a little bit of.
While you're kind of like,
Yeah.
can you scratch my butt?
Right behind my ear too.
like here's some horn balm for your horn.
Cornball. That's funny.
Unreal.
As we're sailing over there, I try and talk to Abe. He's not on the ship.
No, but at this point, you can probably just reach him
Gotcha.
now that he's not busy fighting for his life.
Testing 1 2. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, I gotta say I missed your voice.
Well, listen, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Oh, I talked to you about something, but go right
Well, you
ahead.
go first since you called.
Right. Well, this is related. Well, I what am I expecting when I see? I mean, the Nahuatl. It like, I don't know. Did she know me? Did she not know me? I'm trying to play to that strength, if anything.
So you were dead when she became a goddess, and then you were dead for most of the time that she was a goddess.
Noted. So
She
doesn't-
had friends that met you,
Oh,
but technically she met you, but it was when you were kind of like you are now, you were a guy named Douglas.
Douglas?
Douglas.
Oh, that's right. I've already made fun of... Who the fuck would name the child Douglas? Why was I Douglas?
I never asked Douglas who his parents were. But, they were your other parents.
Fair. All right. Is it... Because I'm suspecting that a lot of my people have died due to the dragon attacks. What is the likelihood that you will help me raise up an army of the dead?
Okay, so I can absolutely do that, as was discussed when you were here.
Goody.
The council is sort of tasked by our mandate with the opposition of elemental evil. The dragons definitely qualify. The fact that you've asked us not to go kill them right now is kind of the only reason we haven't already done it.
Wonderful.
That said, as far as helping you raise the dead, this is what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh.
I originally offered you my patronage
Right.
to keep you out of the stone. It worked for a time. You have since gone into the stone and then exited it, and then that stone was destroyed and is no longer a thing. You no longer need me. Do you still want what we have together?
I've grown quite fond of you, to be honest. You, I feel like, are quite pivotal to this incarnation of me. And I honestly could not have done it without you.
Those things are true.
I don't know how it works to have one of your caliber help a god such as myself, or even intertwine what I am to what you are.
Well,
But I kind of like this unholy alliance, not gonna lie.
I could explain it, but it would take several weeks.
I want to say yes. And I think I'm going to continue that.
Okay, I just want to be clear because you are the god of art and music and nature and elvendom, and I am the master of the eldritch and the undead.
Well, to that point, I mean, fungi exist. They leech off of the things around them. There is beauty in death. Death is part of the natural world.
Well, now you sound like her.
I'm just saying. In regards to what you are and what I guess, am, those two, I feel, work together. It's just, I guess, the darker nature of the natural world.
Yeah, I agree. I just wanted to be clear on where we're going with this. I have a feeling you and me being together long term might do some weird shit to the elves.
What do you mean?
We can move on from that. It's just my little shadow of the demon.
Yeah,
Noted.
the dark elves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Planting the seed.
Yeah. That's what I do. All right.
So we make it to the temple.
You guys find what looks like, well, of course, as you sail in, let me describe the journey here. Of course, you are in space at the start, and as you break the atmosphere, finally returning to Archonia, your home planet, but not your home continent. You see...
Misery.
Yeah, misery.
I see you missing.
As you break the atmosphere and enter Archonia, I think you all do feel nostalgia, but I think you feel something prick your senses a little bit. And I think only Anari is aware of what it is that you have re-entered the radius of the shackle. But you head towards this spot that Abraxiel indicated to you on the back of Daeve, the continent of Daeve. And it is ringed by hills in a way that is really, really odd. As you fly down, you see it from far, far above. It's the only reason you could even realize this. What you see is this big flat plain with a ring of high mountain ridges. And then within that ring, a ring of lower mountains. And within that ring, a ring of hills. And within that, a deep depressed valley. As though there is like 100-mile wide landscape that looks like a well.
Wow.
And in the center of it, just a forest from up here is what it looks like. But there's clearly something interesting there. You can just tell by the geography, and it seems to correspond to what Abraxiel pointed to.
As we're coming down, I just say,
Ah,
I missed you.
like I could breathe real air.
And nobody has to use powers to stay alive.
This is gorgeous. I mean, a moment of serenity, absolutely, before all this shit.
I can see why this temple would have been hard to find.
Where do you think the temple's located? Center?
I imagine in the center.
Yeah.
If I played any of those old board games.
Do you want to
I could've
fly
run this by
right?
Misery before. He says Well of Teeth would have been a creepy name. That would have been great.
Oh.
Oh,
Too late. No retcons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you did say it was translated roughly.
Yeah, some culture called it that.
Yeah.
But yeah, to your point about it being hard to find, if you'd been on the ground, no matter what direction you came at it from, it would have been blocked by mountain ranges.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'd have to know to even go over the mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is special, only travelable by air.
did
Do
you?
you think that if we approached it by ship and got as close to it as possible, we would possibly be in trouble? I wonder if it's best to travel on foot.
No, I think we're okay.
Regardless, I think whoever's looking up, if they're looking up, will see our ship coming from miles away.
And I don't think how could you live down here in the middle if you're cut off?
Did your squiddy friend ever say what kind of peoples or groups or mischief might be in this forested?
Oh, we had a conversation. There was nothing regarding that.
Oh, of course.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I have other things to say. I haven't seen Abe in a while. Abe,
You
hello.
were probably talking about building an army of the dead or something, a skeleton.
No, I was not. I was not doing that. Not only that.
Which
While he's denying this,
which
you see
did you
Abe
come up with a
appear over his
plan?
shoulder with his tentacles just going. What?
All right, that was creepy. Hello.
He called.
Yes,
We just hung up, dude.
I know. I missed you.
Okay, let's not make it weird.
He's one of those clingy types.
You're the one that's saying you're going to be my daddy.
Well, I thought I was. Listen, what?
The thing down there, types of people.
Oh. Well, there's probably someone living there. I haven't exactly kept tabs on this exact location.
It's not like hordes of darlings, is it?
As people groups go, they are the most likely.
There's a person at the crow's nest, right? Hey, crow's person. Can you telescope? Look that down there. Can you look down there?
Well, you're technically closer.
But you have a telescope. I don't.
What, but I'm way up here?
This might become a Monty Python.
Just use your telescope to look down there, please.
Or, Captain, can you tilt the ship a little?
Whoa!
Everyone hold on.
Yep. It's a forest.
Any people? Anything of note?
Well, I can only see the top to the tree, so.
I'm gonna. Eddie's gonna say to you.
Any laden swallows?
Eddie's gonna say. Well, let's just go down there and check it out. We've just survived fighting a bunch of the council and deep space. I think we can handle a forest.
What if these are death-powered people?
Well, let's.
I just want to get my bearings and not be surprised by anything. I'm really, really tired of the getting surprised by shit.
I maybe should fill you in on a couple things then. You have cancer.
What?
I'm kidding.
You can't just drop that on anybody.
I don't know how people work. I thought it was a good joke.
Was that a joke?
I thought so.
It was a joke. You need to work on the jokes.
Okay, no, for real though. The forest, it looks unusually vibrant. I suspect this has to do with its connection to Auburn. You see the three sisters who are not sisters. They have unique domains within the realm of death. The youngest represents the connection between death and the natural cycle. As such, she likes the woods. When she was mortal, she lived.
This might actually be beneficial for me then.
Because you have a connection with nature, right?
Well, yes. I was heavily implied, but yes.
I think we're good. And besides,
Very well. If something jumps at us and surprises us and kicks our asses,
you know,
I'm gonna get so
All
mad.
right. So who's going to be part of the scouting party? Us four, I assume. Are we bringing Grace or?
Just let me go in front, because
Let you go in front. I'm the woods person.
Well, you could fly down there and scout
With your
ahead.
beard.
if you,
guys are fighting again already?
I was just gonna say, can you just let me finish?
Flannel shirt and beard.
I have a natural ability that prevents anything from surprising me,
It's true.
so I'm good.
If your thing does not work,
How could it not work? It's
don't know.
literally based on
it's the
time.
goddess of death. I don't know.
Eddie, what do you see for our future in the next couple of minutes after we land?
All right,
He
fine.
gets surprised.
My next spell, I would like
Fine,
to create a.
I'll look.
Spell it.
I'll look
Right.
to see what happens in the next couple of minutes.
So your plan is to fly down there yourself and scout, basically?
Well, I guess if he's so scared.
I think we should just get turned it.
Let's let Eddie look ahead. But are you looking ahead at a future where you go by yourself or where everyone goes?
Let's go ahead in a future where we all go,
Okay.
except for
Elfbud?
The four of you.
just the four of us. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you all get down there. And because of the trees, there's no way to land anywhere except at the very edge.
Are there animals around?
Well, the first thing you see is kind of what Abraxiel saw from up there, which is that the trees are like really bright green. You guys didn't necessarily notice immediately, but he's right. Like the colors here are really vibrant. The trees, the leaves of the trees are green. The grass it's like a greener green than you've seen anywhere. And there are flowers on some of the plants that are brighter reds and purples. Even the ones that are white, they're like a whiter white than you could have thought about in your head in advance. Like there's something weird about the life here. You don't see any animals immediately. Okay. There are probably some within the trees because you hear motion off in the distance. And as you guys slowly, within the vision, slowly step past the rim of the trees and into what is inside there, all of that vibrance that is in the life, you also see is present in the death, in the fungus, the mushrooms, the rot. the decay on the forest floor is just as vibrant and eye-catching as what is above. And you realize that this forest is designed, as it were, to draw attention to the natural cycle of life and death, with heavy emphasis on the death. And it is at that point that you see a completely bone-white, featureless humanoid being with no clothes step out from behind a tree and say, "Who trespasses on the forest of the well?" That's where we're going to take our break.
Nice.
See you in 10.
You said
See everyone in 10.
the person was all white
All white.
and
And
no
with
clothes.
no clothes and no like gender characteristics or sexual characteristics at all.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I go.
Oh, hi.
Well,
Ohio.
Sorry, didn't see that.
we're here
Ohio.
14 minutes late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
4 minutes late.
14. I was like 14 minutes late. What?
14 minutes.
What happened?
14 minutes later is what I meant. Anyway, we're here.
We're here and we're about to go inside death.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Eddie's Vision of the Future
Third.
ends. You guys are still in the ship. Eddie, you saw there was a darling.
Yeah. And
You
then-
saw one
Do
before.
I know it's a darling? Yeah.
Yeah, because you saw the one that impersonated your helmsman back in the
Oh,
tried
snap.
to
That's
kill-
right.
Tried to kill the fox.
So yeah, I say, yeah, it looks like there's just a darling now. They're asking why we're here, so should be fine.
Right, so we might
I like
have...
how you did not put certain words in that very much describe what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, anyway, continue.
That was not very descriptive. Like, how did you see it? What happened? Go through
So
it step by step.
so down there it's like the embodiment. Down there it's like the embodiment of all life and death all together
Pleasant.
in one little forest. And our darling came out and he was completely naked from head to toe, and he was just asking why we're here.
Tell me, how long?
No, he was kind of genderless. It was hard to tell. I don't know. It's. But yeah, I think we
So you're
should.
saying he arbitrarily could have been.
Well, yeah, I just go by
Yeah,
he
yeah.
because I'm a writer, so I say he a lot.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
Sure. You're a writer now?
yeah, I'm an artist.
what did he exactly say?
He said exactly what again?
Oh, you weren't doing it on purpose.
No. He said, "Why are you here?"
Oh.
but
Yeah, he's just saying,
basically.
who trespasses on the...
Trespasses, keyword.
Okay.
Yep.
Can you
All right.
shapeshift into a darling?
Well, I usually need a sample before I can transform into that race.
I see.
A sample.
Yeah, I need a hair sample or a skin sample
that's what you mean.
or a blood sample.
I guess we'll just have to tell it to take us to its leader.
We'll just tell the truth.
Did you, in your vision, did you go straight to the temple, or did you have
Did
to
I see the
forest?
temple in back of him?
Not at all. It happened
so-
as soon as you crossed into the...
No, there was no temple yet. He will it's probably hidden.
So we can't. You're right. So
Well-
we can't just airdrop down
Well-
into it.
Well,
Truth, but we can, if we ask some pointed question, I can do imperceptible cerebral divulgence and see if we can
Do you
get a
want-
map too.
do we want to start off with that or not just talk to him first?
Yeah, of course we can talk and just say, we're looking for the temple. We're explorers, that sort of
No.
thing. And then as we're doing that, painting or I guess pushing
Oh
the thought
shit!
of
Wait!
where is it?
Wait! One important thing in my vision: was the darling infected by destiny?
I would assume he was.
Because I would have seen it.
He was.
Yeah, I would assume because if they worship her, they would probably accept her willingly.
Can we...
Very well, so I can do liberating song to minimize that.
So
Do you think we would have to capture the darling to make it take us where it would go? Or would it commit suicide?
Here's the thing.
Probably commit suicide.
If it is Destiny, Destiny will know. No matter what happens to that darling, he will know that we're there.
That's right.
Should we change them?
But that's only if Destiny's paying attention, because Destiny doesn't always pay attention.
Ooh.
Is there anything we can do to blind Destiny's sight temporarily?
Oh no,
I could just make us invisible.
I was gonna do something like cool,
You
like
can
a
do that?
camouflage.
That's amazing.
I can also.
But the thing is, we'll probably need this darling to show us what the temple is.
Oh, I can also make us look like
Yes.
different people. But you
so
guys
so
don't do that
so
anyway.
we can't.
Can you make us look like darlings?
My description?
You guys have all
We've
seen,
all
Yeah, we all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
you've all seen one.
Because
And I've seen two.
the adopt the similar vision works by just seeing somebody.
Okay. So do we want to try to go in the sneaky way, or do we just want to go in
Let's go
kicking
this-
doors in?
No, let's go the sneaky way. I don't want a whole army after us. I like the darling idea.
Not the invisible idea. What about the airdrop idea, where we just jump out and land gently in the middle of the forest?
We could do that, but we have no idea where the temple is.
True. With the conversation that we have with this darling, I feel like we can ask it questions to the whereabouts to this temple.
I have a solution.
Also, we need alternatives because the darlings could shift into us and try to take over the ship. So we need to
We need a code word.
code words. Yes.
First of all, I can just nuke the whole forest. And
No more nuking. Let's not nuke for a little bit.
You would really tell me that you're going to destroy a whole planetary, just all of this?
He does look like a devil.
No, I was being sarcastic.
Okay, You've done it once before. I don't know where the sarcasm was.
I was crying after I did it before.
I believe.
Right, I'm sorry for bringing that up. With great trauma comes great responsibility.
Oh my goodness.
So yes, let's try and talk it to it.
Here's the thing: I've only seen one darling, so I can only make us all look like the same one. But I think they all look the same anyway, so it works.
Code word.
I mean, we don't even know how they reproduce. So
Yeah, Eddie, you only saw two, and only for a very short time, but they were both, when they were in
Papaya?
their natural state, completely featureless. So identical.
No.
I like
Or
the
as you
papaya.
can tell.
No, they.
I was also thinking
No.
maybe like one eye. We can do this
No, Destiny knows about papaya.
in one eye.
Destiny is the one papaya works.
Like yeah, like we could just say, oh, I have a headache.
Oh,
but
no.
we're
secret
really saying
handshake.
like,
We need a secret
No, I like the
handshake.
one-eye thing because
Yeah.
we could be like, "What's the password?" And it's not a word; it's a movement.
it's a movement. It's like, oh, I have a headache, and they'd be confused. It's like, okay, yeah, they have a headache, but it's it's like one eye.
Green Gertie, got that?
Nope.
Good girly, wait, were you listening?
I was trying real hard.
I pop out the sword. Are you a darling?
No, we already checked
We're
the
not
ship.
even. We're still the ship.
Sorry. I let it go.
Some of us are going to create a party, go down. I don't want you to stay near, but I'll take a mirror and signal you when we need a pickup.
But there's darlings down there, and they can look like any of us.
As you know, since they killed our
But
helmsman.
you know the password now.
Yeah.
Right eye. Right, wait,
Right.
right eye.
Yeah.
Right eye.
I switched my patch to the other side.
Okay, so it's right eye. But wait. So what's the plan? When we get down there?
Get down there. We talk to the darling. We ask it pointed questions to the locations of the temple. We've forgotten.
If no,
No. I think we just say we look like if we're going to make
You
look
forgot
like
that I have
darling.
snaring speech. You forgot that I have.
Does that work? Yes.
a real quick question about
Exactly. Very good.
Destiny 2. He can tell when somebody's not affected, right?
Yeah, he knows who's his and who's not.
All right. Well, then he can immediately figure us out.
Well,
But
that's when.
only if he's paying attention.
That's true.
While you guys are arguing, the wind picks up where you're standing a little bit.
On the
Who
ship?
farted?
And you hear,
Sorry.
I have an idea.
Oh,
Grieve?
Greece?
Oh, grieve.
Grieve, yeah, Grieve.
I can just go.
Down there?
Yeah,
And what?
But what if you
And
get
do what?
infected by...
I can find.
That would be great.
Oh.
Nobody can see me.
Okay, but beware, because Destiny has a way to infect Archons now.
That is true.
Nope. We have the 2 red globes.
He may have made more, but
That's true.
he won't know
Countermeasures.
to use them if he can't see.
Does he know how to make them? He knows how to alter them.
He probably has smart people under his control.
He definitely made the eyeballs because you didn't make any of that size.
That's true.
Well, Godspeed. Blessings from you, God.
Appreciate
This is what happens. We don't have like a thought character. Somebody just rush in. We sit here and discuss it for an hour.
I do like
In the background of your conversation, you can hear Greybeard just yelling from the hologram. Why are we moving?
I liked the one-eye idea, but fine, Grieve can do his thing.
No, we can keep that idea.
No,
No,
we're
we still need it.
We still need it.
Good, because I didn't want to let it go.
Just
It definitely shouldn't be me who does all the stuff, because once they start to notice that I'm there, I'm the only one that can be infected against my will instantaneously.
No, just locate and come back.
Yes.
just locate, come back, and that's it. Don't interact with anybody.
The wind blows.
Quick, let's change the password in case he
does have a
gets
smell to
infected.
him, though.
left hand.
Okay, now it's left.
Left hand.
Left-handed. All right.
He needs a verbal.
Gertie's writing stuff down. Are you looking at it?
Oh, I can also
No,
It's just drawing. She can't write.
I can also just talk to the animals down below and ask them for the location. I forgot that I just have the ability to talk to animals.
How do you forget something like that?
I'm sorry, it's just a new thing that I'm developing in my life.
Destiny infect animals.
How weird would it be if you had that back when you
As
thought I
far
was
as you
lost?
know, Destiny can only
That would be weird.
infect humanoids, and which is why he couldn't infect the dragons and the archons. You gave him the ability to infect the archons. As far as you know, he still can't do dragons or any other non-humanoids. That said, please give me a prey plus intelligence.
Prey plus intelligence. I do have my specialty in prey, so I'm rolling 4d6. Ooh, that's not good.
Wow, that's your 46 roll? He's not cheating, guaranteed.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
At all. No way to dice here.
Time to time.
Yeah. That's true.
10.
10. Okay, that's fine.
6.
And that was my low roll.
You already have the information that the entire geography in this area is shaped by the fact that it is a place consecrated to Oven. And the natural wonder of the forest down there is the result of her presence. So it is likely that this is her place of power. I mean, it is obvious that
Yeah.
this is her place of power. She is known as a death goddess, but she is the nature goddess
Right.
of the death goddesses. For you to use your own nature god abilities in another nature god's domain might not be as easy as you think.
Noted. Also, curious thought. What if it's not like a physical, temple? What if this is the temple?
The whole forest.
She is a goddess. She is an entity for the natural thing. This is a place of power. What if this whole entire thing is that?
I guess your idea of
Right,
burning
if
it
someone
all
had thought of that
down.
before we sent Grieve down.
What if we,
Gertie.
I'm sorry, I'm just saying it would
No,
be
it's
great.
okay.
you
I'm actually
think-
hoping for a mega dungeon. That's at least 1,200 rooms.
Do you think she could sense his presence?
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Oh, let me just,
Let me just get the mega dungeon out.
here we go.
It's like, oh, okay.
Infected. How do you hold a wind? How do you hold the wind?
easily.
You hold the wind.
This sounds like a very philosophical
So-
question. I don't know.
Instantly philosophical. Instantly, I've already solved it.
Look, maybe this whole thing's more simple than we think. Maybe we just need to look for a yellow waterfall.
God, I will not participate in these weird god fetishes. Okay.
I don't get it.
So is Grieve back yet?
Oh.
How,
Not even the GM knows.
How long are we gonna wait?
Hey, can you check in with Green and see if he's back yet?
Let me see.
It's been like a whole 3 seconds.
Yeah, you guys have barely had any time since he left. You're still in the same conversation that he left in.
I'm gonna give him 60 more seconds and then I'm jumping off the edge of the boat.
Wait, no.
It's a several mile area of forest you're asking him to search.
He's the wind. The wind is everywhere.
He's not. Only some of the wind.
Oh, I used a spell, the teleport.
It's like
What if we? Okay, well, follow my logic here. If this whole entire thing, this whole entire place is her domain, this is her temple.
Then we need to burn it all down.
no.
Well, maybe, but also, what if
Let's stop burning things.
a god who uses their power in another god's domain might get them angry? What if we summon them to us? Lay a trap. I'll cast my spell.
I could dig a well.
We're
Sure.
in a well already.
Oh, we need to piss in it. I pulled down my pants.
No.
Sally One Eye, pull those up.
Look, we promised.
I don't want to look.
We promised the youngest sister that we would pee in every well we saw.
You are the only one that said that.
It's honoring her.
Oh my gosh. Green Gertie, are you writing this down?
Every word, she's drawing a picture of a butt.
Make sure you get their nice cheek, all right, Green Gertie?
Got
Okay,
it, boss.
but not in. Yes, but what if we lay that trap? She'll come to us. We trap her and battle her at our terms, not wherever she's at, not going down to whatever fucking dungeon you think exists down there.
But where would we lure her to? I mean, from what I understand, from what you said, this whole area is her place of power. Where is she weak here?
At the edge of her domain. We lay the trap just outside. I cast it right at the edge. She, again, just thinking aloud, she senses that, comes to fight me. I just back up, and then we trap her.
In a well.
And then we cure her. We fight her on our terms, not her terms.
Let's take an Omnium Bindstone.
I like that. I like that idea.
You can't put a god in the Omnium Bindstone unless they've been weakened significantly.
Well,
That's part of
yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we have
It's like
extras.
it's like a Pokeball.
Storage.
You throw it at her, and
Yeah.
then she wiggles for a couple seconds.
Well,
Yeah.
that won't work. You know they have to not only be weakened, they have to be weakened enough that you kill them and then they're reborn and then you trap them.
So we need
That's how it works.
So we
That's
need.
why you had to create the press help.
So we need a lot more Pokeballs then.
Okay, maybe not that, but
You
at
guys
least
are just replanning his original plan.
I'm just sowing the seeds is all.
Well, we do have like 20 in storage.
screw with
Do
the.
it like,
Yeah, let's not do the Omnium Bindstones, I guess, again.
you're more likely to capture Ann and Nari than you are Oven.
Like we throw it at her, and she hits it back. It gets Adam.
Let's.
Ricochet was super
I should have just been
effective.
a god summoner and have like a bunch of god Pokeballs.
That would be fucking
that'd be
awesome.
sick. It's like I choose you, demon god.
Yeah.
Well, thoughts on luring her out rather than going into a
What
fucking dungeon?
what would we lure her out with?
Well, we're assuming
My spell.
that
Oh,
he
yeah,
can
spell.
lure her out, but I don't think we're giving her
Do you think
much
she'd
strength.
care? Yeah.
I think she would care if someone like me was trying to beat up her ante.
Or she would
Bring
just
up
send
the
1,000
dead.
darlings after to investigate.
She did have a bit of an ego.
Well, I can bring up the dead. Fuck with her shit.
Oh, you could.
Well,
do
you
that.
don't want to get on a bad side right away.
Oh, we want to get on. We want her to notice us.
Trust me, we're already on her bad side.
We're already on a bad side.
At least me.
Now she'll know that we're here. Now
I
she'll
can't
know.
wait to see what she says to you.
Well, last time she was around, wasn't so bad.
Let's find out. Let's go down there.
It was decent. We gave her back.
I should have
Darrell's
asked
head.
Raylan to come with.
Yeah, we did have some leverage at that time. Now we don't have leverage.
We have. I'm a god. That's your leverage.
We just don't have leverage, and I wish we.
You could try to romance her, Lorian, maybe.
How much more time should we give Reed before she just go?
I think we should go.
Wait.
I found it.
Okay.
Oh, where is it?
We're not gonna believe.
Oh, we'll believe it.
It's the whole thing.
It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But in the middle of it, there is a well.
Oh, no way.
That makes sense.
A well within a well.
A well with no bottom. I went down for a couple of minutes and I saw no bottom.
Oh.
Right, I think that's the well we need to piss into somewhere.
I don't know if we need to piss an into
If
something.
this really, I'm going to be so bad.
There's only one way to find out. For sure.
It's a long story, but I was there. When she was mortal, she had a habit of peeing in wells.
See? Told you.
The P lore.
This was the first one.
Stop it.
Oh.
This well's still
No.
here.
What?
Before the Third Age ended, it had already become legend. Even before most people knew she was divine, somehow the legend had made its way back to the town.
So it's the
know-
holy whale.
I guess so. You know what's absolutely crazy about your deliverance of this whole entire thing is that because of your voice, it is so grandiose and amazing, but your story boils down to her just peeing in a well.
They used to call it the Goddess Piss Memorial Well.
By the way, were there a lot of darlings? How many did you count around the well, or?
I can't count too high, but I got up to 342.
That's not high.
Very specific
That's
number.
That is a very
Cut
specific.
off, you know, like, is that as high as you can count?
That's as high as I got in the amount of time I had.
Oh, okay.
Anon, I like your thing of a distraction. Can you maybe raise the dead on the other side and have all those darlings move towards the undead, and then we make it towards the center?
I will do my best. Yes.
The undead,
You need.
first of
But
all,
no volunteers from my crew, by the way.
what undead are you trying to create? Let me ask that.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'll have animals down there, maybe.
Well, that
Okay.
natural death and resurrecting it is still undeath.
Yeah.
Zombie
What
type.
ability would you use for this?
Oh, I mean, I have my usual ability of I haven't used it in quite some time.
You kind of swore off the. Actually, you swore off the necromancy too often.
That I have.
You surely did.
To her face.
Then that would
I did.
hit her the fuck off.
Which is what I'm saying.
Oathbreaker!
Which is what I'm saying.
Now, first question: do you really want to give up something you promised for this?
Yeah, because we could just.
Yes, she is literally cursed to cure her, piss her off, and literally, I could literally just apologize and say, listen, it was for the greater good, to get you off of this whatever curse is happening with you.
But there could be a.
Not that I don't agree with your reasoning, but if you're counting the good graces of the youngest sister, I should inform you that she is not known for
For mercy.
forgiveness.
That is
Because
okay.
we could potentially meet her on gooder terms again.
I have faith. I know she holds a grudge.
Faith.
I have faith.
So much.
Well, instead of you, can we ask Abraxiel to maybe raise the undead at the...
Oh, I do
At
not
the
think
end.
Broxio wants to fuck with
And
this.
you know what? It's actually not that bad if she doesn't forgive you. I was only in prison for about 1,000,000 years.
Except I would remind you that she is the most powerful god, or at least the third, one of the three most powerful, and you're barely not mortal.
Right. But I'm just saying that what constitutes power?
Can we save the dead thing as like a last resort?
So we just go in as darlings.
Fine.
I want to get to the well first.
But
And
there's
then,
So, as I understand it, the discussion is whether you guys go in or try to draw her out.
yeah.
That's really what it is.
We could genuinely just absolutely confuse her.
I think-
have two parties, one at the well, the other one at the edge of the thing.
Of course, separate the party when we're fighting one of the
No,
powerful
no,
gods.
I don't want to separate. Because
It's a good idea.
I think we have the
Thank
answer.
you.
I think we have the answer already of how to draw her out without doing the undead. And Sally is already going to do it.
Just peeing.
Just pee in the well when we get down there.
I genuinely don't think.
and then
that's
she'll,
actually going to
she'll
work.
appear.
Well, here, let's try it. Then you don't have to break your oath.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, then you can break it.
You can make us look like darlings so we don't initially startle anybody.
Sure.
Fine, and I guess I'll just do my fucking snaring speech if
I
somebody
can also
asks
do
us
invisible.
questions.
I don't know if you guys prefer darling or invisible.
Let's
What
do
do you think?
invisibility.
Let's do invisibility.
Would they be able to sense magic?
Probably. I'm hoping this ends very poorly for all of us.
I'm not.
It's an interesting thing.
This guy's. Yeah, I know you're all trigger happy to use all your spells, but can you just hold up a little bit? Just-
I'm sorry, I have come to some power. That's it.
Yeah, we have the option right now to not piss off one of the most powerful gods.
yeah.
Taylor sales.
Taylor Swift.
Hello, Celeste. Yes.
Love you, X.
Oh, you got to defend.
No, he and I play together as well. I play a very disgusting dragonborn in the game.
She's the same character in every game.
Yeah.
No, this is
different race.
this is way more low
He
key.
changes his accent.
There's a difference between disgusting and
Yeah,
obnoxious.
the accent change.
Is Alan in that game? Do you argue with him about it?
The funny thing is he's not in the game and he still argues with him.
So I think we should do this.
Let's
All right, let's do it.
let's do it.
All right.
All right, remember left
This
eye.
pissing in the well
Zap
better
us.
work.
All right, invisible.
Yes.
Should we just airdrop into the middle? I could just make his feather fall down, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast Scorn the Fetters of Earth, so we can airdrop down. We fly down.
Okay, down you go.
Cool. 3 spells used.
No biggie. We're just gonna fight a god.
Okay.
So you lower yourselves out.
We all do
of the ship.
superhero landings, but we're all invisible, so no one sees them.
Yeah.
Stand.
I trip and fall.
But you
no one-
tell them that you did the superhero landing.
Yes.
Are you doing the telepathy thing
Oh yeah, we're all connected.
now that I said it? You are.
Silver thread. Well, silver threads is up. Is always up,
All right.
unless I turn it off.
So you're invisible and
Like-
you don't have to speak.
Sorry, I did not need to know that about Green Gertie.
We just cuddled, all right? Get out of my head.
She also canonically pet you and scratch your ears.
That's true.
Did she crash your ass? Actually, I don't want to know.
Crash your what?
Scratch his ass.
I heard Crash too.
Guys, I just put on the dramatic music.
Sorry.
So how big is this well within a well?
It's actually about 10 feet wide. But it doesn't look, other than that size, it doesn't look special. It's made out of coarse stone. It looks hand built. The type of well you might see in a peasant village. Even the width isn't that unusual.
And there's nothing else around
Right,
it.
I take off my pants and pee in it.
Have you already peed in it?
You just hear
Can't-
tinkling.
Yeah, we can't see you.
Is the pee also invisible?
So. Yeah.
That's the only. No, it's just the stream.
Only for a certain distance.
Yeah, I feel like as soon as it disconnects,
Once it's sort of past the range of where Sally can reach with her.
Look, at least I honor my agreement with Oven, right?
This pee lore goes too far, man.
I didn't create the P lore.
No,
That's
you
true. That's true.
Didn't. No, you
That
didn't.
is ridiculous.
We did-
we didn't make the rules, we just follow them.
Nothing happens.
How long?
Nothing happens at all.
What happens?
Right, who needs to do number 2?
No.
All right, so
No.
There's so many good shorts here, by the way.
here's the problem.
Whole game.
This whole game.
Now if we have to go down there, it's all covered.
No, because apparently it goes down forever.
Also, it's 10 feet wide.
That's true, we don't touch walls.
Do I hear anything?
After the splash, no.
Oh, there's a splash.
Oh, I also throw up a little prayer.
On the wall.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, if you're here, third sister, we could use a little help.
Okay.
A little of your death help.
Wait, you're praying to the sister we're trying to fight.
Whoa.
Well, we need to find
Pray.
her.
She doesn't know that we're fighting her yet.
Let's know that. Role play,
Okay.
pray plus charisma.
Oh,
Pray.
you know, I could just. I would.
You said it.
It's
Wait,
gonna be
you don't,
three.
you want to use
so-
this?
You're
Oh,
peeing
these don't fit in here, though.
Oh, they don't?
in
Oh.
her well, in
Yeah.
her territory,
anti-
and
yeah.
praying to her while you do it.
Yeah, pray per. Oh, that's going to be a minus roll anyway. That's a
that's
6 and a 2.
1, 6, and
8. That is a -1. That is 7.
Wait. 7? Really?
I have nothing in pray. I don't even have charisma.
So that's -1 to that roll.
Does she hear my prayer?
Let's see.
You want a coin?
I'll just play it out.
I respect that.
Do you though?
I don't have any huge
I do.
feel any huge stakes on this.
Yeah.
Maybe where we failed is we need everyone. There's like a quota. Maybe it's like a certain amount of volume.
Maybe.
All right, bring down the ship.
Oh, lights changed. Something's happening.
Uh-oh, I'm gonna get blasted.
That one sucks.
Whatever.
Nothing happens.
That one's fine.
The sun went behind the mountain.
So your roll was 7.
Yeah.
Are you spending coins?
Do we need to spend coins?
Maybe spend 1 to make it 8.
What's the general pass? Is it 8?
General
General
pass is
path is
8.
usually 8.
General passes.
Yeah, let's use 1.
It's either 8 or we make zombie boy zombie out here.
All right.
Hey, I'm not zombie boy. I'm Lorian.
We'll use 1 to make it a general path.
And I do this to honor you because I
I also just want this to work.
Yeah.
Like,
You hear as you the rest of you don't necessarily know it, but as you Taylor, it's normal to be 3 minutes behind on YouTube. That's how it is. As you pee and pray, you sense a shadow come over your thought, your emotions, a depression of the highs and lows of your experience. Kind of a flattening out, if you will, of how you sense everything. And it's not something you sense with your natural 5 senses, it's internal.
Oh.
But you know that it means that someone is here. And below you, you hear the sound of stone scraping on stone. And you're a fan of P-Lore. And you're still exposed, invisible Heine feels the rush of a warmer blast of air coming from the well.
What does it
indicating
smell like?
that something down in the blackness there has opened.
Oh. Okay.
Butthole is open.
All right. There's only one thing we can do.
Feather light down.
You see Eddie do a cannonball.
We're going in through the back door, y'all.
wait, I didn't even cast anything yet.
He has wings.
What a way to go!
For the rest of the scene. So there we go. We're good.
So yeah.
What did you cast?
Scorn the fetters of earth.
Oh, that spell is still on. Is what you're
Yes,
saying.
I was checking to make sure that I didn't have to recast it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Eddie cannonball down.
We're going down to the place that Sally just peed.
Sally's already dropping in.
Yeah, I already went before her. So
Are we sure we don't want?
Is it like Willy Wonka with the bubbles where you can kind of go up and down?
No?
no.
No, with our Scorn the fetters of earth, it is actually technically.
Oh, I thought it was just like Featherfall.
No, it's the ability to move in 3 dimensions, being able to walk and run up into the air as easily as along
Whoa.
flat ground for the rest of the scene.
You guys can jump down, or you can sort of run down the wall.
I like jumping down.
Okay.
Same. There's splatter on the.
Yeah.
the stones.
Yeah, avoid the one wall.
I suppose we're going down.
Wow, even when it's dispelled, you gently go to the ground.
Who sees in the dark?
No, not I.
I think I do.
I can.
Probably you.
You probably can barely see in the day with
Nope.
one eye.
I don't need it because I can't be surprised.
You can move the patch over.
It does. It doesn't make any difference.
Well, for a while it will. Eventually it gets too dark.
Unless we discuss me as a fox being able to see in the dark, I don't think I can.
I can make it
fine.
so we see in the dark.
And you know what, guys? I'll just put up a torch.
Where would I even see?
We didn't say we brought a torch.
So I just because you're a tiefling, you can see in the dark.
Okay.
But there has to be some light. You know, it's more. It's cat vision. It's not. full
Anyone
pitch
have the
black.
Yeah.
ET finger?
You know what? I'll just take out my
The
lightsaber.
rest of them need to see any. Your lights. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll just take out my lightsaber.
Whoa, it's not called lights.
Sorry. What do you call
Legally
it?
distinct
Thunderblade or
glowing
something like
sword.
that?
Thunderblade.
Thunderblade.
Legally distinct glowing sword.
Light sword. And what do we see?
All right.
Well,
I'm the last one to float down.
How does it long take us to hit the floor?
it takes you 10 minutes
Dang.
of going
This is
straight
really
down.
far down.
I just go, and it just echoes.
Yeah, it does. Then you do all become aware as you go down of this draft of warmer air coming up below somewhere. The sword does light up the area, and you see nothing other than the shaft you're in. Yeah, I think Alice in Wonderland, like just going down forever.
Wow.
Eventually, you do touch bottom on what seems to be a just sort of a flat, dry dirt area. And actually, just before you get to the ground, the walls around you separate and open up into a wider space.
I'm going to light my blade just so it's also shining and have the
It's weird though because it's like black light.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have the tentacles rise up. They emit a faint light themselves with the musical notes kind of emitting from them. Every now and again as I step, so there's at least some light. That's
So just a reminder, you guys are invisible, and yet there's one thunder blade and one black light energy sword just there.
Well,
That's not so big
And
of a deal.
anything that's white in the area is just glowing from that.
yeah.
yeah. Well, the invisibility was just to get past the darlings.
Yeah, but it's still on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we notice anything about the space? Like, is there any doors or any structures or?
Yes, on one side there is a large open tunnel that is made of worked stone, and you can see that a door has opened,
Nice.
like raised up there,
All right.
and that is where the warm air is coming from.
All right.
Anybody know anything about this? Also, do we have a plan of capturing, or are we just going to attack full force?
Well, let's see if we can just reason with her first.
No.
No, if
Can't
we
reason
can.
with Destiny.
Well,
I'll figure out
If
a.
you're lucky, Destiny's not actively controlling her when you get there.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
don't know.
We should
Yeah.
count on that.
I will.
I think as soon as you look at her, you should just cast your hack.
I need to touch her.
Yes, I can. Cast,
Oh, and she hates
Maybe
being
you could
touched.
pretend to court her.
no.
There's
no
no
thank you.
way.
But you also need to touch her to do your thing.
I do,
I can do
but my
a
thing
soul
will work,
capture of
though.
sorts to tether her to this plane so she doesn't move. I don't think that will last forever, but at least it will give us some leeway as we're fighting.
Your ensnaring sneak probably won't work on her very well, will it?
Probably not.
Well, let's hope that she can't see us right away when we get there.
That's fair. When I yell papaya, just know that that's when I'm going to do the soul snare.
Okay.
I I mean, I could try to tackle her, but you know that might give
You know
1
what?
second a surprise.
We did the P thing, so you tackle her first. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna do the soul snare.
Well, okay, so
How about you make me visible again, and you hopefully she won't sense you as invisible, and maybe I'll be the distraction.
so let me. Okay, I can get to her very easily. I have the ability to stop time and walk to her. I can't access her until the time is unstopped. Then I need however much time I need to do the hacking, which could be 6 seconds, it could be a minute. So that's the period of time that we need to make sure she doesn't move.
Which is where the soul snare comes from, to tether her specifically where she's at.
Yes.
Or, sorry, gravitational snare.
That's assuming that any of this actually works on her.
Well,
We should have backups, redundancies.
yes, absolutely, which I guess is where you come in, hopefully. Do you have any sort of snaring something in your arsenal of abilities?
I don't, but I do have a backup plan if things go really bad.
You want to share that plan?
Well, I can still go back 6 seconds. So if we have a round of really bad luck, I can go back.
I have a wall I could put up too. If we get her in a corner, it might buy a turn.
But again, I think right when we see her, we should just try to.
We should just start.
Actually,
We'll
no.
do our best.
Actually, no. As soon as I see her, I'll probably see Destiny within her or not, right?
Yeah. If you see her, you guys are making a lot of assumptions.
Yeah. We're planning for the work. We're planning for what we're hoping is going to happen. All right.
Shit. You know what?
Should we walk and talk while we're doing this?
Yeah. Well,
I assumed we are, yeah.
We're gonna walk and
well, not talk about minding.
Yeah.
Silver threading.
Do I need to map out this dungeon? And should I start drawing it?
Well, if you guys are going through the archway I described,
Yes.
the first thing you see as the light from the two swords gets into the.
I got my Riddick eyes going, so.
Yep, that too. As the light from the two swords gets past there, so the little girl says, "Where the hell can I get?" Who dies? And then there's
Spoilers.
Damn, spoilers.
skulls everywhere. You are on the tunnel that you're in is 15 feet wide. There is a narrow 3-foot wide walkway down the middle, and the rest of it is all skulls.
Like mountain or just like flat?
A slope of skulls on the floor, like a pile up to the walls, and then the walls have shelves inset in them with rows and rows of skulls. Not all humanoid. Some look like human skulls, some giant skulls, some are animal skulls, some are weird alien or demon skulls that you can't possibly identify. Just skulls. And not all of them are like clean skulls either. Some of them still have gunk on them.
Just let me know if the idea is still to raise the dead.
I'm sensing a
Bunch
theme
of
here.
black
There
head.
are no bodies, just the skulls.
That would be great, actually.
They can bite her ankles.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even think to bring
Actually,
an
I have Bone
offering.
Shaper, so I can just shape the bones into walking things.
Well, let's see if we can see her first.
Well, all you see right now, as far as you can see with the amount of light you currently have, is a straight tunnel
Okay.
with skulls. It goes on.
Alright,
hard
Do,
to see.
do I see any traps?
Well, notice you. Plus wisdom.
Come on, guys. Get the dungeon.
That's like hero class.
Are all
Roll
the
for
skulls randomized, or are they all facing towards the...
They're all facing towards the center. Well, the ones on the shelves are all facing towards the center. The ones in the pile are just at random.
Dead.
If I die, would you make sure I'm on the shelf and not on the pile?
You will not die. You are not going to die.
Every square is a trap.
Oh.
Pit traps, dart traps,
Now,
net traps.
before we continue to walk, let me tell you
As
something.
Featherlight, we don't need to touch the ground,
We just
right?
fly over it all.
That's true. I was
Yeah.
going to tell you. My father
I flap.
has created like traps down in the dungeons below. I think this is a similar thing. Your thing can allow us to kind of walk above, right?
Yeah, you can fly anywhere you want.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll just fly.
I like lift off. Can you see this? Wait. Oh, we're all invisible to each other.
Yeah.
You can just tell them with your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do.
Yeah.
I start
We just
flying
start,
over it.
Yeah, we just start flying over.
And then you look so cool right now.
I know you
I'm
can't
in
see
awe.
me. Stop it, Sally. I know you're.
You and your twinkle toes.
They're not twinkle toes.
Twinkle sword.
It's not a twinkle sword.
Also, tell me when
Gertie, why are you on this line?
What's that?
tell me when the scene ends, because
Oh, when that wears off?
yeah.
Actually, I think starting down this hallway is a new scene.
All right,
One more
cast
time.
another
Well,
one.
you'll have to cast. Okay, yeah, you can cast something else. Yeah. So you go. If you're just going to keep going straight until something changes, it's actually about as far as you went down. It's about 10-minute
Wow.
journey. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You really need to decorate this place.
I'm backstroking.
At the end, it opens up into a large chamber, a circular chamber with a lowered area in the middle and a railing surrounding that lowered area. There is a throne, a gigantic throne in the center of this lowered area, made out of what looks like deer skeletons.
Wow.
Assembled into a throne, and there are antlers on the back.
Oh yeah.
And in order to be sized for this throne, a person would have to be 20 feet tall.
Yeah.
On the walls are these old rotted tapestries. You can't see what was on them anymore because there's nothing left but threads hanging. This place is clearly ancient beyond measure. And then past, on the opposite side from where you came in, there is an old metal door.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast printing the arcane form, so I could see any form
Okay.
of magic in the room or around the area.
The whole place is suffused with divine death magic. But nothing specific is cast on this room other than it just being a place of power.
Okay. Well, I'll keep that on for a few minutes. I mean,
Yeah.
But there's nobody on the throne, right?
No, it's empty.
Well, I think you're accustomed to thrones, right?
Me?
Why don't you try it out?
Sit on this throne?
you need a boost.
Wait. Why?
No, we should definitely investigate the throne, though.
Yeah.
I think. Sure.
Or maybe this is time for another prey. Sally?
There's a door there. We could just knock on the door and see if she's in.
Okay.
But you just stop peeing everywhere. I don't know if you have any.
Look, I'm nervous. This is the third sister.
Okay.
One of the three sisters.
Can I investigate the door? What's
I'll
about-
go down and investigate the throne.
Yeah, it's a big metal. It's actually a double door. Is there anything in particular you
Dumbledore.
would like to know about it?
If I press my hands against it, does it seem like it can be easily opened?
It could probably be opened, but not necessarily easily. It's pretty old and stuck.
It's a pole.
It's also
huge
very,
sign.
very warm. And this whole place has been getting warmer as you traveled that hallway. And now that you're in this room, it's actually pretty hot in here. And the door is the hottest thing. It's not burning you,
Okay.
but it's warmer than the rest of the room.
I don't recognize this as, like, from when I was captured or anything. Like, none of this seems familiar. No. Okay.
I can. Wow. I can do this up to 7 times a day. So, yeah, can I just quickly see in the future what happens if I open these doors?
Sure. You open those doors, and beyond them, first of all, it takes all of you pulling together to open the doors. They're stuck hard, and they make a horrible wrenching sound because of how old the hinges
Oh,
are.
I hate that.
Yeah.
but once you open them and look past, you see a black, lightless stair going down in a spiral.
Oh, okay.
A Stygian stair, if you will.
Are we just going to our deaths here, y'all?
I think we are. Anything specific about this throne? I'm checking it out, investigating it.
I'm helping you investigate.
Roll me a notice plus intelligence.
Should I roll as well, or just give a buff?
You know what? Either of you may roll notice, or I'll say survive.
Do you want to do survive? Do you have anything in survive?
No.
I have a 0 in
I have
survive.
a 0 actually too.
Okay, so notice is probably better for both
Yeah.
of you. You can both roll.
9 on the dice, so my first roll in the fucking game.
Is this wisdom or intelligence?
Intelligence.
12.
14.
These bones
Can I
are...
spend 2?
3.
Just let someone else win.
No.
Bones are old, so old that they are likely not load-bearing anymore. These are petrified bones. If you were to actually be a 20-foot tall being who sat on this chair, it would collapse.
She hasn't been in a while, or at least sat here staring at her weird hallway.
If you want me to pray, I can pray.
No, at this point, I mentioned, hey guys, there's a big, long staircase down here. I think it might be better to just go down here instead.
Let's keep progressing.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
Is the staircase like in a way that we can just float down, or do we have to actually walk down the stairs?
Actually, you could go down the center of it because it's this weird, like, spiral. It's a
yeah.
spiral staircase, but there's nothing in the center of it. There's nothing on the edges. It's actually not clear what's supporting it.
Yeah, we'll do that.
It's just stairs.
Okay.
Fuck, you didn't tell me about the noise.
Aren't you guys glad I have like a body now to help with this kind of stuff?
I'm very glad.
Actually, well, I do miss your furry self, but yeah.
No, I'm happy that I can talk to you.
I sort of like pat you on your
He's just still
shoulder.
not here. I think you've summoned him since the ice planet.
You don't need him anymore.
Ilnir's with me.
I cannot recall. Did I talk to him since I changed and like thanked him and everything? And
Yeah,
Yes.
you did.
You
Okay,
did.
good. Okay, good. I was like,
During that fight, he got hurt real bad, and you
Yeah.
sent him away.
That's right.
I think it's great that you're actually fighting your own battles.
Yeah, or talking my own conversations.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I do miss Renly.
By the way, whatever happened with Renly? Because I remember he said he was enslaved and that you were going to free him. And
He's as free as can be right now. I was gonna ask him if he wanted to come join us. Yo, Ren.
Okay, but you guys are all invisible, and then if I show up, I won't be.
You're not gonna die. You just come back to your Fey world if you take damage.
Sure, but that's like saying I'll just stab you in the arm a little bit.
I'm asking if you would like to join us.
Sure, I'm just thinking through I'll come.
All right.
Similarly, I think Ilnir.
What's up, boss?
Same question to you.
What question?
Oh, I thought you. Never mind. Do you want to join us?
I don't want.
Would you care to join us?
I don't care.
Ensnaring speech.
Can you come?
I am a construct bound to your will. I have no will of my own.
I want the relationship that Renly and Osarius have with you.
You know how that works, right?
I understand how it works.
You just have to keep me summoned and active for years and years.
enslaved, you hear Sally
Sinner.
snickering.
Fine, come join us, please. You like this?
I love it here. It's so dark and scary. It's exactly my thing as a
Tone
black
it down.
fox.
Tone it down.
Okay. Guys, I like it here.
Good. Wait, you can't
Renly,
think.
how's the fairy world?
Oh, well,
A bit boring if you're joining us.
no. There is currently a war between Oberon and Titania.
Oh, what?
Anything to do with Destiny?
No,
Okay.
no, they're at war about half the time historically.
Does it involve a donkey?
Actually, yeah.
Weird.
Did you leave a donkey in the Fey world?
How'd you know that?
Did you? How did you? What?
Yeah. Wait, how did you know that?
Guys, I think we're getting off topic here.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad to not be there.
All right. Well, this is no better. Do you know what we're doing?
Nope.
Unfortunately, we're flying down and you have to walk down. Sorry, I should have waited till we were at the bottom to summon you.
Well, no.
Yeah, you could have summoned me at the bottom.
Just throw them down.
Don't worry. And I cast Malicious Imbuement, which I
hours.
augment the speed and options of. Well, I'm gonna say all of us, just in case your shit
I didn't
fails.
waste spells. We had to go down
Yeah.
a hole and then we had to go.
He is that halfling. One of you could just carry
Yeah,
him.
I was just going to suggest. I'm like, Renly, you can get on my back.
Oh, fine.
I can't
No,
see
no.
anything.
I will carry him. He's my friend and companion.
Great. Also, he's the biggest.
Yeah.
And
I got-
he's
I got
the only one
handled.
that I know where he is
Yeah.
because of the telepathy.
Yes, and I have handlebars. So
That's helpful as well.
yeah.
Come on, boss.
Well,
I'm
down we
glad
go
you're
then.
not naked anymore.
All right. All right, we travel down the spiral,
Just don't try to steer me.
the downward spiral.
So, are your swords still ignited?
Yes.
Okay. So,
And
for a long time,
the tentacles are still lighting up.
for a long time, you can't see anything except the stairs. There are several places where you pass where the stairs are broken completely through, and were you walking, you would have had to jump 15 feet. And that's weird because there are several places where the stairs are broken completely through. So the places in the middle are just floating somehow.
Dispel.
Really?
No, I'm not gonna waste a spell slot on that.
You have no idea what's holding these stairs up to begin with.
I do have the Arcana thing, so if it's magical, I should be able
Yeah,
to see.
you can't see anything.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Question: is the broken part the same?
as
Like.
like the breaks look alike.
Yeah.
No, they're different.
Oh, okay. All right.
Are they like?
Oh, you were checking to see if it was an endless loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
Oh, clever. Do they look like somebody was walking and fell through the stairs at some point? Like, does it look like person-sized holes?
not.
Not that it
Some
matters.
of them may be about that size, but they're big ones too.
Okay.
How about we just go down the hole?
We are.
That's
Well,
what we're
like
doing.
the breaks.
No, we're going down the middle right now. The middle of the spiral.
Oh, I didn't even piece that together. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
Race you guys to the bottom.
I'm already floating.
I'm already down there. What took you guys so long?
I'm already down
No,
here.
you're not.
I'm not, but I'm totally I'm lying.
10 minutes,
You use your
10
telepathy. I'm already here.
20 minutes,
Guys, what's taking you so long?
30 minutes.
First one eats it.
Guys, this is actually getting quite boring.
Is it cold?
It's getting warmer.
I have some mental dice we could start rolling, odds or evens.
Is anybody else getting just incredibly hot down here?
Do I see a heat source?
I'm always hot.
No,
Well,
still can't see anything
if
except
we're in Diev's stomach,
staircase.
are we in
Even,
his
even with
stomach?
my sword out?
I'm feeling more like sphincter at this point.
If your sword wasn't out, you wouldn't even be able to see a staircase.
All right, so it's been 30 minutes and no bottom yet.
No bottom.
It's going to be quite a trek up again.
Oh god.
Or in. Roll notice plus intelligence.
Don't even bring up the return home.
It's okay.
This is not good. 3. Plus intelligence. This is the lowest roll. 4.
Bummer.
Okay. All right. We're still going down then.
5 points for a reroll.
5 points for a reroll?
No, you know what? I'll give you a free reroll.
Oh.
Alternate outcome. I can sense an impending failure coming. I'll let you redo it for.
So that tingles every time he walks.
Yeah.
8.
After that 30 minutes, now you're starting to notice repeating patterns. You're seeing the same breaks in the stairs.
Hey, everyone. Maybe I'm going absolutely crazy, being that this is 20 minutes. I think this is repeating itself.
We're just floating in circles?
And there's no visible magic.
Yes, I think this is repeating. I kind of stop floating and kind of just look up to see if I see where we came from. Do I see our return up? Or is it just dark?
Above you, it goes on. farther than
Yeah,
you can
I'm
see.
not entirely sure. I have one of the tentacles of night like break off from a side of the wall and then just reach all the way down.
It-
Just goes endlessly.
Yeah. It's no different than if you were to go.
I dispel it.
Asarius.
Mm-hmm.
Give me notice plus intelligence.
Okay.
Oh, this is where the campaign ends, guys.
Yep, you guys are fucked.
You're just
No, we can get out of here.
falling for eternity.
Getting out's not the problem. Getting
Oh,
To
I
the
like
end.
Taylor's proposed audience gets to give.
Slow advantage roll.
I think it's a channel redemption thing. That would be like a channel redemption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There will be misdeeds.
Not bad, Taylor.
What am I rolling again? I'm sorry, I was
Intelligence
distracted.
plus notice.
Notice intelligence.
I mean, that's super high. Either way. 9. What's my 14? 14 again.
Oh, damn.
The stairs are floating. It's not magic. What else could it be?
The stairs are floating. It's not magic. What else could it be? Technology. Technology. I'm gonna hack it. Okay.
Are we in a server right now?
Does it, Is it any kind of technology that I have seen before or would recognize?
You know probably a dozen different ways, dozen different types of technology that could make something hover.
Yes, but repeat.
So that could be a sort of dimensional warp kind of thing.
But I would see that coming.
How?
Because I could see magic.
But that's not magic.
Dimensional warps are not magic.
Not necessarily.
Okay. So then it'd be like physical.
I mean, a spike drill on a spaceship
Oh, that kind of dimensional warp.
is a dimensional warp.
Like a Stargate.
It's bending space.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe like a microchip or something, because those have like repeating patterns.
A microchip could be, but how would you have gotten into a computer without knowing it? Yeah.
I don't know, Steve.
The
How
time,
would we?
the time loop. Just keep going on.
Can I try? Man, I can't. Like, can I just look for
Try hacking.
access? Yeah. Can I see if I can access?
Look for a
something?
node.
What? So you're just looking for a signal?
Yeah.
There is something.
Oh.
It is. Roll me a program check with intelligence.
Program.
It's 8 at least. 9, 10, 11.
So it is computer-like. It's something you've never seen before. It's almost like if two different species had the idea for a machine that thinks for you. They might both invent computers, but it would be completely different. That's kind of what you're seeing.
This is sort of a kind of alienish. So this is an ancient temple that's falling apart. Where would they get technology like this in a world where we're bound by, to the Stone Age, essentially, or the Iron Age?
We should have really brought Nari.
One thing you know is that any technology that already existed when the shackle went up was allowed to stay.
Yeah. And the shotgun went up before
Before
the fall.
before the collapse, yeah.
Yeah. So this is something from before the collapse, which is interesting.
And you are from before the collapse.
Yeah.
You know all the tech that the Second Age had to offer, and this is something different. This, I'm going to ask for one more roll from you.
Can I try to analyze it? Is it a program, or is it a machine?
So what you've detected is that there is a wireless signal from some kind of machine. You have no ability to access it at this moment.
Got it.
But I need to know, there's something I need to know if you know. So I'm going to have you roll a know check
Okay.
plus, intelligence.
Inspiration.
And this is going to be hard. It's going to be like 15.
Guidance.
Guidance.
Are you guys giving me real bucks, or are you just kind of?
Yeah, just vibes.
Saying bullshit.
D&D 5e bullshit.
Well, I don't know why it's always so hard for me to find no on the skills list.
Because it starts with a K.
No, I'm looking for the K. All right, cool. So no plus intelligence. 8 on the dice.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13.
Difficulty 15.
Really?
Yeah. Say that before you roll.
Yeah.
Damn,
Oh, wait.
So 3.
Check the playback.
Wait,
That's 3 coins.
You got to 13, so it's 3 coins to get.
We got the 3 coins. Let's use them.
Yeah.
Let's use yours.
And I got 8 on the dice.
You were late today, so
excuse me? If we're going to bring that into it, then you owe a lot of coins. 3?
I mean,
Yeah,
you guys-
sure.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
this thing's kind of important.
Yeah.
So, because this is kind of the third time they've come up today, it does come to your mind. There was a race that existed long ago that was alien in the extreme. They were almost extinct in your time, but they did eventually survive and repopulate. You know from your studies that the reason they were so alien, even to all the different races that did exist in harmony, like, orcs and elves and dwarves all lived together without a problem in the Second Age. The Mind Flayers were from somewhere else. They weren't from this reality. They weren't from this collection, this network of realities. They were from beyond. And Abraxiel is the last one of them that exists.
All right.
Radomir Utgast told you earlier today that this place used to be crawling with Mind Flayers.
All right.
This stairway is Mind Flayer tech.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only thing that makes any sense.
So how do I get past it if I can't hack it or access it?
We could try just attacking it.
Is there like a code you need to know?
Hold on. I have. What if it's chaos that we're missing? I have bits of chaos in me because of Abe, so I can attempt to.
That's dirty.
Okay. I can attempt to, I guess, overload it in some way to bypass this trickery.
I have no chaos magic, so I'm open to ideas.
Okay.
Wait, are you trying to figure out like the language or something?
Though I am a mastery of energy if chaos can be defined as some sort of energy.
Not really.
Wait, what's blocking him right now?
Oh.
What's blocking you?
Oh, I am the master of tech though. Can I use my applied mastery combined with mastery of energy, tech, and solve the riddle of this program and access it?
Yes.
Ooh.
It
Great.
comes to you.
That is my one applied mastery for this session.
It comes to you straight from the legacy itself as you stare at this thing, and you don't even really look at your deck. You just kind of hold the thing, and you look at it, and it all clicks together for you. It's a riddle. And the clue is lost. At some point, you simply had to know how to get down the stairs. Turn the lights off. If you turn off the lights, the space warp that folds in on itself ends, and you reach the bottom.
Guys,
As 3 people at this table should already know.
Yes. I knew it. However, Lorian didn't.
guys, drop your lights.
Thank you.
Guys,
I didn't think
the
it was
lights.
I have no lights on.
We're in that place.
Stop glowing.
I know, but I
I close my eyes.
What do you mean turn off?
didn't I
Our
die in
lives.
that staircase?
So I cracked
Yeah.
the code,
So-
and it basically says that the portal will let us through if there's no light.
All right, fine.
Should I have known this? Because I don't remember this at all.
No.
Thank God. I was like starting to feel really tough. Like, am I one of the 3?
The sword dissipates and you see the
I don't think I was there for that session.
Wait, tentacle. Yeah, you were. You were. You see the white tentacles like go into the walls and disappear.
Taylor just wants us to pee really bad.
That is.
Let's just pee, guys.
That's just me.
It may work. It may not. Either way, we'll be relieved.
I relieve myself.
I need an exert check.
We only have
already peed.
we only have so much.
It's just blood.
Exert plus con.
Oh my
You
gosh.
can push it out.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I thank you. Yeah.
Make you guys turn off the lights, and a couple minutes later, your feet touch bottom.
Okay. I say, so could I turn the lights back on?
Maybe.
Yeah, the light was just for the stairs. It's
Yeah.
like a key to unlock the stairway.
All right. So
I'm not entirely sure. I'm a little afraid to do it. Just I don't want to get
Sorry,
stuck anywhere.
sorry.
can you
Yeah,
see?
yeah, we're good.
We're good.
Yeah, he used his mastery.
All right. The sword reappears and the white tentacles are lining their way.
I just
Now
make
kind of
cool
snaking.
lightsaber sound.
You are standing in so many bugs and rats. So many. There are rotting mushrooms. There are bones everywhere. Rib cages. All the heads upstairs. Here's the rest of the bodies.
What the fuck happened down here?
Well, a lot of things. There's just dead bodies everywhere. Anyone that fell off the stairs, they're probably here.
Oh.
Anyone that got to the bottom, something else might have killed them. And there's now an ecosystem of vermin that lives amongst these bones.
You can talk to him, right? Tell him to fuck off.
Are we still floating above the ground?
That might have been the end of the scene.
Darn.
I go with the use of my wild tongue. Ooh, actually, if I do, well, understand if I use it, she'll probably know that I'm here.
Yeah, you guys are in a new scene now for sure.
I go, hello, rats.
And bugs.
And bugs. And bugs.
They all stop and turn their heads to you.
Ooh.
Not creepy
And
at all.
the noise, like the skittering and the squeaking and stuff that was
Just-
just coming, it's silent.
Except that one fucker that keeps talking in the back.
Yeah, they go, and then one mouse goes, "Meep."
Oh my god, my students. Stop talking right now. Okay, well that's weird. Hi, I'm Lorian. Where might your goddess be?
No, just tell him to go away.
Oh, go.
Okay, or ask him. That works
Yes,
too.
where might your goddess be?
Or where the exit is.
They don't understand that question.
The Lady of Death. The Nawa Tayal. The Matron Death.
So it's not that they don't know who you're asking about, it's that they don't understand the where part.
I see.
Is there a door anywhere in front of us?
So if you
Trades.
check this ability, I think you will find that it says it doesn't grant them any special intelligence beyond animals, and they are
Yeah.
mostly concerned with animal matters.
Yeah. Well, I can't command a visible animal to do a complex request for a scene.
Okay.
One.
So, I see a mosquito and say, "You look like you might be the smartest bunch of the bunch.
You hear a sudden slap. They're like,
Sally, I was talking to that one. I turned to the other one. Do not kill this one,
sorry,
please.
it was sucking my blood. I have a policy against that.
I just don't like their noise.
Yeah, that too.
Can you please guide us through this labyrinth and guide us towards the Lady of Death, or just an exit if there is one?
Lady of Death.
He gets
first.
exit, and he leads you towards
Oh.
the far end of the room. Asarius, as you get towards the far end of the room, you begin to feel the presence of the Black Gate.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, I know that feeling.
Do you need to pee right
You
now?
made this one, and you know the command word to open it.
Which is
That says it.
We don't see the Black Gate yet, right?
It's not visible.
Okay.
It senses it.
See, the problem I had in my past life, I use the same password for everything.
no
1, 2, 3.
Too real.
Papaya.
papaya. Yeah.
So there is this stone wall in front of you, and it's suddenly a blue light, a line of blue light shoots down it, and then spreads open, and you see inside bones and bones and bones come pouring out, and one guy comes rolling out. One living guy comes rolling towards the door. He dies. He's hit by a laser on the way out the door. Another guy, exactly like him, climbs up from under the ground. The laser misses the second guy. He comes out. Scum, what do you say?
God, finally someone opened the door.
See you next week.
Oh my god. Fucking beautiful.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you watching.
Holy
Watch
shit.
it.
Taylor, bye!
Finally got you out a million years later.
Wow, a million years
Wow.
later.